What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we air live to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, maybe sometimes. I don't know. There's a place called Kick that nobody goes to that we broadcast there for no reason whatsoever. But if you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my partner from the great Canadian Northwest. Me and him are going to go at it tonight like John McClane and Hans Gruber at Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas Eve. Welcome to the party, pal. Todd Jackson. What is going on, my Canadian diehard friend?
Hi, diddly ho diddly. I am fantastic, and I am a diehard fan.
Who is not? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It's the Christmas movie, and I'll argue to the death.
It's the Christmas movie?
Yeah,
really?
It's a Christmas Eve. It's at a Christmas party.
Damn.
It's definitely a Christmas party.
It is definitely a Christmas movie. It happens on Christmas Eve or something like that, right?
Yep,
I think. Or they're having a Christmas party. Yeah, they're having a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll call it. We're going to officially call it a Q2C Christmas movie. We call it right here. We're telling everybody right now it's a Christmas movie.
That's right.
It's an excellent movie. And what's going on, dude? How was your week?
It has been crazy busy. There are so many games to play. There is so many things to do. My other job is stupid busy at this time of year. So it's like, where do I find time to do all the stuff I want to do? I just don't sleep is the answer.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have to do the show last week, you freaking big cheater.
That's true. That was cool. I went to my daughter's Christmas concert. It was awesome.
I had one of those tonight myself, actually.
Oh, awesome.
I got to tell you,
you can get to those and then come home. I can't in my time.
Well, yeah, you're like 50 miles away from your closest neighbor. So, yeah, I want to talk to you. Let's talk about Christmas concert. But I will say one thing. I completely apologize for Dee flipping you the bird last week in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I know.
Completely out of line. Not sure what it was all about. There must be something going on between you and Dee. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I was like, Todd, take the night off, man. Relax. We don't, go
she's be so mad, in fact, that she's not even here tonight. So
yeah, and we'll get that out of the way out front. Dee is not feeling well, guys. She messaged just before the show, said she had been in bed all day, not feeling well, under the weather up there in cold Colorado. So everybody wish Dee, hopefully she feels better. Say, get better, Dee, and we'll see her hopefully next week.
Sure.
But Todd, let's talk about Christmas concerts, because I did have a Christmas concert, my first Christmas concert for my daughter here in Florida. She's part of the chorus, and they do,
it was like a singing concert.
Yeah, singing concert.
Mine was a band concert.
Oh, okay. Well, they had some instruments, but it was mainly a chorus.
Cool.
The kids in schools nowadays, they don't do just generic Christmas songs anymore. They do off the wall. Like I've never even heard of any of these songs. They did, I think chorus wise, I think they did 4 or 5 songs. I've never heard of any of them. Okay. I mean, whatever, I consider myself aficionado of Christmas music. I mean, I think
most of the Christmas music you grew up with has probably been banned by now.
All the Christmas music is the same Christmas music we've always had. It's the same stuff, and we like it. I mean, that's why freaking there's stations that will play Christmas music year round now. That's why they start playing Christmas music the day after Halloween. I mean,
yeah, up here they do it right after Remembrance Day. The radio stations switch, and that's when my wife switches to Sirius XM so she can stop listening to the radio.
What the hell's Remembrance Day?
What? Really? You don't know what Remembrance Day is?
No,
it's like it's like our. It might be like your Veterans Day, November 11th.
Oh, okay.
You guys have a Veterans Day that day?
We do have a Veterans Day. Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't.
Is it on November 11th?
I would not know. No, no, it's November 10th. Maybe it's November 10th. No, I don't know. I didn't even know. It's Veterans Day is somewhere in that time. I don't know any of this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so right after that, then everything switches to Christmas.
Maybe it's the Marine Corps birthday is November 20th.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It could be. Either way, we're getting off. We're getting
totally off topic.
We're on topic here, but the whole idea of the Christmas music, yeah, it starts early now. People love it, but the whole idea is like people go to Christmas concerts because they want to hear their favorites sung by their kids.
That's true. That's true. I'll give you that.
So they're playing these songs again. This is 4 or 5 Christmas songs. I'm like, what is this? But I have to say, in the middle of one of the songs, it says, under the Christmas tree, something about, I hope to have a Nintendo Switch or a Quest 3.
No way. Did you pay them to do that?
And I'm like beaming, and I'm like, I thumbs up my daughter right in the middle.
Nice.
Thumbed up me too, right in the middle of the thing on the stage. And I'm like, holy crap, they had a Quest 3 in the song, the Christmas song.
That's hilarious. We need video of that. That's cool.
No, should have been. I don't know if my wife was recording at certain spots. I don't know if she was recording that spot.
If only you had glasses that could record stuff.
I know, right? We're gonna talk about glasses that record stuff a little bit later because I had a cool meeting this past weekend. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that we got VR is mainstream. I'm sure there was nobody in the audience was like, what the hell is a Quest 3? I was looking around to see some other geek go, yeah, Quest 3, but it didn't happen. I was the only one thumbing up the Quest 3. Woo! But hell, man, that's pretty cool. We got Quest 3 under the tree, you know what I mean? With the Nintendo Switch were mentioned. I mean, that's big.
That's good. I like it.
No, I'm gonna have to fight for this Christmas song to be now like the new forget about Mariah Carey. This new song needs to be the
we need Mariah Carey to sing this song.
Oh, you think we get Mariah Carey to come out of her
I'll have my people
state and sing something for us?
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure Tribe and Skiva can make something in AI and make her.
That is a great idea. I'm going to find out what this song is.
Yeah,
I am going to go and get.
Send him a picture of D and have her sing it.
Awesome. That would be fantastic. Oh my god, that would be so cool. Yeah, who said that? Technically said no PS Portal. That would have been cool if it was PS Portal and a Quest 3. Skiva, you need to help us. We need AI. My daughter sung this Christmas song at this concert that she had at school, and they mentioned a Quest 3 in the song. So we need to do some AI work and get this. I'll find out what this song is. We need to do some AI work and get Mariah Carey
singing it with.
Oh, that would be even better. Maybe we all sing it with Mariah Carey on stage somewhere.
We gotta make this.
Can we do that? Can we do that in AI?
Yeah, of course.
We do anything in AI.
Of course.
We can make Todd talk
AI.
out his butt
I'm not even here.
AI.
I'm on holidays right now.
Oh man, too funny. But it is the Christmas season, and it's always a fun time of year for all of us to hang out and give gifts of giving, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later on. But Todd, let's say hello to our chat really quick, and then we got to get into the nitty gritty because I don't know if I've seen a week in a while. I mean, we've had news every week for the entire year. There's so much in the news right now, that we're gonna have to hit on things for minutes at a time. We're not gonna be able to stay long on one topic because there's so much to cover right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get into it. So let's say hello to right off the bat. We have Shaggy, aka Gunshot Rida, says, "Wow, IGN gave Asgard's Wrath 2 a 10 out of 10. This will put it in direct competition with the top flat screen games for Game of the Year." That doesn't happen. IGN does not give out 10 out of 10s easily. For them to give a VR game,
gets it wrong most of the time.
They do.
I'm quite impressed that they nailed this one.
I know. But I have not played Asgard's Wrath. You have not. We know people who have. They've told us how freaking amazing it is. But we have not played it ourselves. We will be playing it tomorrow. That's another thing we'll talk about. The 15th. When does Meta all of a sudden release games on the 15th? They always release games on Thursday.
You're like, there's no way. I'm like, yeah.
Meta releases games on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's been the same ever, unless it's an App Lab game, which can launch on any day. If it's a store game, they launch on Thursdays. Why is Asgard's Wrath all of a sudden a special child and launching on a Friday? That's PlayStation time. PlayStation launches games on Fridays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, I don't know the answer, man.
Very strange, but we'll get into that. We'll get into more Asgard's Wrath later on. But Alakazam is here. Kubo92, Hussein X, Brandon VR, Mr. Tasselhoff is here. He's got some new cool ideas for his gun stock. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point here. PDX VR, Q Creator, kicking ass with the timestamps as always. Thank you very much, dude. Destiny 11. I don't know if I said yet. Michelle B is here. Michael Verheyen is here. I hope I said that right. He said, hard pick. Playing a tennis game or a big adventure. Can't wait to try Asgard's Wrath 2. Love the first part. Took me 50 hours. You know what's great about VR? You can do both.
You can do both.
You can jump from being in the world of Asgard's Wrath to wearing Todd's spiffy tennis shirt and on the court getting his ass kicked by me in Racket Club.
Represent ass kicked. Whatever.
Let's see. Who else did I say? Techno Glitch is here. Orland Hooper's here, Todd.
Uh-oh, this might not work.
Orland Hooper's Jack, yo.
It worked.
Oh, it does work. Excellent. What is up, Orland? How you doing, man? Bluebell, I don't know if I said. Just see who is here. Todd Q2C VR Gamer. Substatica is here. What is up, dude? How are you doing?
Message from Substatica says why are they holding access back for most creators with Asgard's Wrath 2? And
It's a really good question. Just only the Metacreator program got it, unfortunately, and we are not that, so we did not get in to do that. Mickey Bear is here. PDXVR, I think I already said. Chris 9989, Arlen Cundert is here. Kubo 92, I may have said. Midlife Kid, VR Spry Guy is here. Hair Force 1, Todd, your favorite person.
And I'm stealing that name one of these days.
Yeah, absolutely, you are. Bacardi B, TBC VR Gaming, Boognish 66, Mepper is here. Says hi all. Fourth Wall Breaker, one of my favorite names. Fourth Wall Breaker.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Skiva's in the house.
Yeah, we got some Skiva sighting. I love it. Rattlehead 9026. Ollie VR Ports. And Aylin Kara, what's going on?
Cop Dog, as in like
Cop Dog. I like it. Backstone VR, Awesome Tatum is here, and he is awesome. Bad Robo is here. We need a drop for that one, Todd.
For which?
For Awesome Tatum.
For Awesome Tatum. All right, I'll put that on my list.
Yeah. Obscure Nerd is here. What is up, Andy? How you doing? What's going on, man? Let's see. I think I'm catching up. Pico guy is here. We're gonna talk some Pico. I have thoughts on Pico.
Yep, I sure do.
Lots of thoughts on Pico. Pico. Who else? Mind Jive is here. Andy Capable Gamer is here. What is up, everybody? How you doing? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We know there's other stuff you could be doing, but we appreciate you being here with us and hanging out. And we got some couple things to give away tonight, guys. But I think what we're going to do, because we have no D, we have no wheel. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to give stuff away in the chat after. Todd, I love everybody here. They're all amazing people. And in the chat, we're going to give away a key to Asgard's Wrath, I think, in the chat, because they're awesome, kick-ass people. So after this video, if you would like to receive a key for Asgard's Wrath, what I need you to do is comment Asgard's Wrath in the chat. And not in the chat, but in the comments. In the comments of the video afterwards. So in the comments of the video afterwards, just comment Asgard's Wrath 2, and I will jam you all in there for a chance to win a key to Asgard's Wrath. And then myself and Todd will probably draw. I'll draw it before the weekend. I don't want anybody to have to go through the weekend without getting the key. So maybe we'll draw it like tomorrow night or something like that. What do you think, Todd?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we'll try and draw it like tomorrow night or Saturday morning first thing, and then we'll get the winner the key right away. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I want somebody in the chat that's here tonight. All you awesome people that have a chance to play Asgard's Wrath. It is not a cheap game, so we'll give some lucky winner a chance to get it. And then we got a couple of other keys, Todd. We have Ancient Dungeons, which is a game that's been out on Quest for. Actually, it's been out for a little while. It's a big hit. Like, a lot of people love Ancient Dungeons, and it just launched this week on PlayStation VR 2. We have a North American key and a European key. So if you would like a European key for PSVR 2, you need to comment Ancient Dungeons EU in the comments of the video afterwards. And if you'd like a North American key, you need to comment Ancient Dungeons NA in the comments of the video afterwards. So there's 3 in the comments of the video afterwards. So it's pretty awesome.
We're also going to do a key to Trackcraft, because I just put out a video this morning. I'm giving 3 keys away, or yesterday morning. Giving 3 keys away in that video, and we're giving another one away on tonight's show. So again, if you want to win Trackcraft, type Trackcraft in the comments after the show. You
hell yeah
for that.
It's Christmas. We got a couple. Yeah, it's Christmas. It's Christmas. We got a couple late people sneaking in. We have Mateo 311 stopping in. What's up, dude? How are you doing? Long time no see. And Chatty just stopped in too. I saw. So hello. What's going on? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And there's some awesome games out there. And I think, Todd, we got a key. I think we have a PlayStation VR 2 key for Arizona Sunshine 2.
Cool.
So let's give that away too. Holy shit, dude.
Wow,
It's a big night.
We'll go over all these again throughout the show.
Yeah, it's a big night. So, all right. So Arizona. So type Arizona, and the PlayStation VR 2 key I have is a North American key only for Arizona Sunshine 2. But type Arizona Sunshine 2 in the comments of the video after this video is over. You have to do it afterwards. Comment Arizona Sunshine 2 if you want to get involved with that one, and you can get involved with all three. So you can comment if you want to get entered into all three. Comment all three. But the EU version, make sure you're on the make sure you're not in North America because you can't do anything with the EU key anyway. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a cool night. 3 big games we're gonna give away, and actually 4. You said Trackcraft too.
Trackcraft too, yeah.
4.
Let's do it.
Todd, it's the Christmas season. We're all about giving away, and recently we just gave away a Quest 3. And how many entries do we have in that? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I can quickly look. I'm just putting the stream out to Facebook pages right now. Give me one second. Okay.
What is up, people? Thank you for coming in and being here tonight. We definitely appreciate it.
Our Quest 3 giveaway is record-breaking numbers for us for giveaways. It
was good.
200 people with 325,000
entries. That's insane, dude.
Crazy.
So, and we've done these things, and the winner always ends up being in like Winnetoba, Canada, or like
Winnetoba.
I don't even know, Manitoba, Winnipeg. I don't know, or like Taiwan. We've sent stuff to Taiwan. We've sent stuff to the Philippines. You know how much it is to ship a headset to the Philippines?
Yeah, exactly.
But out of all those people, I just moved to Florida 2 months ago. In North Tampa, and all those people that win, the lady that wins, Todd, lives 20 minutes away from me. I've never had this happen before where we have a winner that I don't have to ship it to.
I know, it's crazy. When I drew it we drew it live on the show too. So
yeah, it was super cool, man. You
know,
to be able to.
Yeah, I can't believe that it was like your neighbor.
Yeah, I'm giving away a Quest 3. 512 gigabyte edition, which it's an expensive headset, right? I mean, giving this thing away, and the lady who wins it, her name is Debbie, and she happened to live 20 minutes away. And I messaged her an email, and I'm like, "Hey, Debbie, you're a winner." And she's like, "Congratulations!" She's like, "Thank you so much." She's like, "I'm so stoked." She's like, "Here's my address. You can ship it to me." I'm like, "That's fantastic, and I'll absolutely do that. But would you want to meet? And I can bring it to you." Because that would be cool to put it in somebody's hand and say, "Here it is." You know what I mean? I've never had a chance to really do that before. With all the things that we've given away, I've never had a chance to just like give something directly and meet somebody. So she was like, "Absolutely, let's do that." She was shocked that we live close together too. We went there and met Debbie in a local like little shopping mall area, and we hung out for a little bit. And Todd, I had my Ray-Ban glasses on.
Yeah, you did.
These Ray-Ban glasses are freaking awesome. The video is great, and I caught it all on video. So let's take a look. So you were just saying about your son?
Yes, my son, he's 17 years old. He's a big gamer, and my husband's a big gamer.
Nice.
And I'm just trying to find things to help them explore new ideas.
This
Exactly.
is it.
This is perfect.
Yeah, so they've never done it before at all.
They've never done it
Oh
before.
my God, there's so much to do here. There's thousands of games that you can buy from the system.
Yeah.
You don't need a PC. You don't need anything. Everything is built in right into the headset.
Oh,
You
awesome.
hook it to your phone. You order the games right off your phone, and you download them into the headset. You just need internet. That's all you need.
That is so awesome.
And there's multiplayer stuff that you can do with friends and family. My daughter plays Among Us all the time in VR. That she loves. What else do you like?
Sports Scramble.
Sports Scramble is like a Wii game.
Oh,
You remember the
yeah,
Wii,
yeah.
like Wii Sports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roblox on
Yeah.
there. Oh, that'll be exciting.
So yeah, you can go we can travel all over the world and see real life, venues and places, and be there in the environment 360. So
Oh,
it's
we're
so
so
cool.
excited.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
so
No
much.
worries. This is it right here. There you go. All right. Nice.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Exciting. Oh, yeah, we will.
Yeah. Cool.
This will be the best present.
Yeah. You should stop into the stream sometime and just let us know how you're doing with it.
Okay.
Yeah. We go live every. That was super cool, dude. That was a blast, man.
Right? That was so cool.
Yeah, she has been in the Facebook group for a long time, she said, and she found our show through the giveaway, and she came in and she went back and watched the show that she won because she was like, she's like, I want to see,
Disbelief,
yeah,
right?
I want to see myself winning. So she went back and watched the show, that she won. It was super cool to be able to give it to her. We hung out for a little bit and talked, and she said her husband and her son are big gamers, but she was trying to give them something different. Like they've had all the console games for years, and she wanted to get them something that was completely different. And freaking, what better to give them than a Quest 3, man?
Right? So cool.
There's so many things to play. Like I stumbled trying to even tell her all the things that she was going to be able to do. Like, I mean, can you imagine, her son and her husband who are big gamers getting a Quest 3 and they're just like, what do I do this thing? And they download the app on the phone and all of a sudden they start looking through all these games. They're like NFL Pro Era and like, Asgard's Wrath and their Asgard's Wrath 2 and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners and, games that they've never played before, Super Hot and, Beat Saber. Who doesn't want to get in and play Beat Saber? One of the best games ever.
Right?
I told him not to play Beat Saber. I said, there's one game I would stay away from. That would be Beat Saber.
If you play this game, I'm taking back the headset. Yeah.
Oh man, too funny. But it was super cool. And hopefully we'll see Debbie stop into the stream and let us know how they're doing with it. I gave her my phone number. I said, if you guys have any issues or any problems, any questions getting through it, just give me a call. It's just super cool. It was one of the coolest things I was able to do. They were so happy to get it. And it was just awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it's very cool. And I'm glad you had some footage. We're going to put up a TikTok or something. We have more footage as well that we'll edit into that.
Yeah, it was cool because I was there with my Ray-Bans on doing the recording. I was standing next to my daughter, but my wife was behind me at the car, and she was filming off to do the whole thing together on my phone. So I kind of have like two views of the footage. We have one from my wife filming from the phone, and then we have the one from my glasses. And Todd, those Ray-Ban glasses, the video is amazing.
They do such a good job, dude.
Oh, yeah. They're so good. I have like video of myself going to Disney World and getting on some roller coasters at Disney World and putting the video on. It's just so super smooth. You would think being on your head, it would just be like bobbling all over the place. And it's just not. It's just the way everything is done with those glasses is awesome. And they just opened. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I had the last ones as well. And this new case is so much better than the old ones. The way
really, so I didn't have the old ones, so I don't know the difference.
Than the old ones. Yeah, the old ones charged through the arm. And it was very finicky whether or not you could actually get it to sit in there. You'd spend more time trying to line up everything in the case to get them to charge. And the new ones charge on the nose piece.
Yeah, which is awesome. So they just as soon as they sit down in.
As soon as they sit in here, they start to charge. Like they are. I love them. Love them.
Mateos says, Eric and Todd, you guys going to PAX East?
I saw that. Yeah.
I am going.
We're definitely going to try. I might even skip PAX. I don't know. Can't get to the mall, but
I'm definitely going to PAX East.
Definitely he's going to definitely going to PAX East.
I'm 100% going to PAX East. There's going to be a whole bunch of meetups here. There're going to be more people, more VR people.
GDC, and I'll go to PAX East instead.
That is insane. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know.
GDC is one of the best conferences of the year. You cannot.
Well, I want to go to PAX East and see all my East homies.
The issue for me with PAX East will be GDC and PAX East overlap a little bit.
I know.
Just stupid. As GDC is getting over, they actually overlap by one day. So I'll be late for the first day of PAX East, but I'll be there like that Friday of PAX East. I'll fly in directly from LA into Boston, and then I think my wife is going to meet me up there in Boston. My wife and daughter. And we're gonna so I'll just kind of hang out and do the show for a couple of days, and then I'll kind of get with them, and we'll enjoy a couple of days in Boston too, because Boston's pretty awesome. And
yeah,
if I'm gonna be in the Northeast, I'll be in the Northeast in the springtime because the summertime sucks or the wintertime sucks. So yeah, I'll definitely be there in PAX East. So anybody thinking about going and you want to come and hang out and meet up, let us know. We'll get together. And yeah, Mateo, we got to get together. It'd be awesome. Bring your wife, dude. I'll bring my wife. You bring your wife. Todd will bring his girlfriend because he can't tell his wife.
If I tell my wife I'm going to GDC and PAX, I might not have to.
No, you're going with me. It'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Todd, you made a big purchase this week that your wife is probably pissed off at you about. And
actually, it was her idea.
Was it really?
Yeah, no, she's a trooper, man. She's awesome.
Nice. What did you buy this week?
I bought a stand-up arcade machine.
Yeah, as soon as because this is what's happening, because our wives hate
when we talk to each other.
Don't you guys can't get together because I'm about to buy a new phone because Todd is getting a new phone and I'm in love with the new phone he's getting, and I've gotten into these new not VR, these new arcade cabinets, stand-up arcade cabinets, and Todd went and bought one. I have 7 now, by the way. I had 0 when I got to Florida. I have 7 now.
You have 7. I know, that's ridiculous.
I just bought on sale for I don't know why it went on sale. Just all of a sudden, even after Black Friday, the Fast and the Furious stand-up machine arcade cabinet, Fast and the Furious, went on sale, and it was an amazing sale. It was like half price. I had to go get it, so I bought it.
Oh wow.
So which one did you get?
I got this one. Mortal Kombat.
Oh damn, you got the Mortal
30th
Kombat. Is that that's the
anniversary
original MK 30th anniversary edition.
Yep.
It's got the sick artwork on the side, which I absolutely love, with the dragon on the side.
It lights up. The marquee lights up.
Yeah, it's got the light up marquee. You've got 2 speakers underneath the top marquee, underneath the top where the marquee is as well. You have light up
Yep.
coin doors, which a lot of them don't have. So I think
Yeah.
you have light up coin doors on that one. You have the decorated riser, which is awesome, and I think you have like 14 games in there as well.
There is 14 games, which is ridiculous. I would have been
Yeah.
happy with just Mortal Kombat, but it's like 3 versions of Mortal Kombat. Dig Dug, and I can't remember. Rampage is on there.
Yeah, Tubin, Beer
That's
Tapper
Tubin.
is Root Beer Tapper on there.
I think Root Beer Tapper is on here as well. Yeah,
Paperboy
14 titles. Defender is on there. Bubbles,
Ooh,
Paperboy,
Defender.
Joust, of course.
VR
Wizard of War, which I never
VR
even heard of. I had
Sprygeist
to
is
look
that
that
guy.
one up.
I got you hooked. And then
Yeah.
Brandon says TMNT or NBA Jam. I actually just picked up that one of the cabinets I just got. I picked it up off Marketplace. Was an NBA Jam cabinet. It's freaking amazing. I love it. And I would love to get a TMNT. That would probably be my next one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles having an awesome 4-player cabinet. It's got a huge 4-player deck on it.
The TMNT one and the Simpsons one, I wish they came with Gauntlet. Because Gauntlet was epic on those giant machines back in the day.
I know.
Like
I have
one has I have Gauntlet on this one, which is cool, but you can only play 2-player.
Right.
It's
See,
a
what's
4-player
nice
team,
about
like-
the Simpsons or the TMNT is you can soft mod them with a Raspberry
Yeah, you
Pi.
can do them all, but those are the best ones to do because then you
You
get
can't
4-player games.
You can't do the Gen 1 ones. You can't do them. You can't soft mod the Gen 1 ones. You have to go and hard mod them, which is a whole different ball of wax.
Right.
But you can soft mod the Gen 2 ones, which is the TMNT and the dude, I'm lost in this thing now. I'm hooked. I mean, like I can't get away from it. I'm like always looking at Marketplace now, trying to find deals, and my camera's all going wonky on me now. Hang on.
My Marketplace up here in Canada never has deals. If they're gonna sell them, they sell them for like regular price. So I might as well buy it at the store.
Oh man,
crazy.
The deluxe ones are super cool too, man. Some of the deluxe ones are huge. They're almost full size now. The ones I have are smaller. But they're not the tiny ones. I bought a riser, and I bought these little other pieces that go under the bottom, Todd, which I'll send you a link to. You need to get, because it makes them
it up a little bit higher.
It makes it even higher, because now like they're over my head now. Like they're perfect.
Oh wow.
Height. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So good for you getting into your cabinet. You've been wanting to go in for a while. I know you want a golden tee, and that's the one I actually love the most.
Hard to find that one.
The golden tee is amazing. I haven't even put this Fast and the Furious one together yet, but that might be my new favorite one. But we'll see. But Todd, let's get away from that. Let's get into some VR, right? Because that's what we're here for. We're here for VR. How dare you get away off on the topic?
Arcade crap.
Let's talk about some cool VR, because I did something I haven't done in a while, and you did the same thing actually before me. I finished the game. I finished the game in less than a week, and that was Arizona Sunshine 2. Finished it last night on the PlayStation VR 2, and I've actually picked up the Quest version, and I've played about an hour of it on Steam also. And I picked up the Quest version today for a few hours, and actually played a few hours into the Quest version, because I like it so much. I think I'm going to go beat it on the Quest too, because I want to go play through it again. But yeah, I mean, this is there's not many games that can hold my attention enough. I won't say that. There's a lot of games that can hold my attention, but I am dragged. I am obliged to have to leave and go to do something else.
Right.
Not that I want to all the time. It's just I don't have time to finish. So unless I'm super passionate about something, I just can't. I just can't do it. And this was a game that I got into. I absolutely love the story. I love the game so much. I love the mechanics. It looks so good on the PlayStation 2 that I couldn't get out of it, and I decided I wanted to play it all the way through. and I beat it, man. I did it. I could have beat it fast and sooner too, but I had to get out a couple of different times before I wanted to. But it is really good. It's really in depth. I really love it. And you beat it before me.
Yeah, I started playing it last Saturday afternoon at like 3 o'clock or something on Saturday, and I didn't put it down until I finished at like 11. Well, actually, that's not true. I stopped, went and had supper, and then I went back, put the headset back on. I went through 3 Bobo batteries playing,
Damn.
and I played it until I finished, which I haven't done that in one sitting since Red Matter 2, which is probably
Wow.
and that one I think I even did after a couple days for that one. I don't remember the last one I started and finished in the same day. I just loved it so much. It was so good. The fact that you can interact with everything just kept blowing my mind every time I walked up to something. The microwaves, the dishwashers, the washing machines, the ovens, the toilet bowls, the
Everything.
suitcases, like everything. It is
It's insane.
it
I love
should
it.
be the standard of VR. Like, it is so good.
And the gun mechanics too. The couple people who stopped
Oh, the
in there. I just wanna
reloading
say,
mechanics was awesome.
just want to say hi real quick. We got Ty Hurd stopped in. What's up, dude? And Ty's got some new products, Todd. He's sending me some new stuff for me to take a look
Mine
at.
arrives
So,
tomorrow, so
oh,
I
he's
can't
sending you
wait.
stuff too. So
Yeah.
cool. I'd love to maybe get Ty on at some point, talk about his new stuff he's got.
Well, let's see if the
Um,
stuff's any good first.
yeah, well, we'll check it out. Philozix stopped in. Radio Run is man. What is up, Radio Run? How you doing? And Mr. Lord Beavis, and I think that I'm all caught up there. But thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I think I I was a fan of the original Arizona Sunshine because when we originally played that game, it was cutting edge. You know what I mean?
That's
It was
true.
great.
Yeah.
The-
Yep.
yeah, I mean, but now it's so old now that you can't even go back to it. And I liked it, but I don't think I was like enamored with it. Like I thought it was really good, but I was always like, well, when is Walking Dead Saints and Sinners coming? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was always me. I was like, okay, what's my next thing? Because this was okay. This experience, because of the story, number one, the mechanics, number two, and then the visuals, number three, everything is kind of wrapped in here. Now, this game is not perfect. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's so damn close, and everything is here that I want so much in a VR game that it absolutely has blown me away and wanted me. I was just like, I'm gonna find time. I'm gonna make time. I'm gonna, grab a couple hours here, grab a couple hours there. I'm gonna beat this game because I need to see how this is gonna end. And man, I'm not disappointed. Like I got to the end and it was over, and I'm like, yes, that's a fucking good game, man. That is great.
Yeah. And the ending was epic. Like,
It was good.
it was so good. Yeah, I can't talk enough about this game. It's a pricey game, I'll give you that.
It is.
But it's AAA. It is everything you want in a VR game. Tons of settings for those of you who get motion sickness or want audio customizations or teleportation and all that. Like, I didn't go over all the minutia on my
Seated
video.
mode if you want to sit and do it.
Everything.
Yeah.
I ended up sitting for a lot of mine because I did it for so long. I couldn't stand up anymore, so I ended up sitting down. But you just
Yeah,
you
I
just
played it.
seated mode and you're good.
I played it different ways. I definitely like it better standing. Like I played it mainly standing, and you just can get to your belt and everything so much easier. Like,
Yeah.
and they give you options to move your belt up and down and move the guns in and out, so you're not like hitting your arms or your chairs or whatever when you're trying to grab it. It's just that I don't know. I like the freedom of being able to grab the gun wherever I want at my waist and not
Right.
like hitting my chair or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know. I did, like I said, I did play it sitting a couple of times, but I mainly probably played it standing.
I get a
But
good
man.
I get a good swivel chair so I can just spin around as I'm walking and stuff very fluidly. So it makes it enjoyable for sure. If I was sitting in a shitty chair, that might make a big difference. But
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Yeah, and it's just either way though, it's going to be a great experience. I absolutely loved it. The gun mechanics are really spot on for me. I really like it a lot, and I like, you know, I, again, the story is really, really good. I love the involvement with the dog, which is great, which you didn't
yeah,
have in the first game. It's a perfect addition to the second game. It makes you
and
feel like
they were smart. Like, he just doesn't follow you around. You
right.
can totally control him and feed him and pet him and play with him.
Put hats on him.
It's crazy.
And he at one point he walks over to the corner and pisses on the floor, and I'm like, holy crap, dude. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that was
Too
so good.
funny. Yeah. Skiva, I was talking to Skiva today. He's like, "Have you put a grenade in a zombie's mouth yet?" And I'm like, "No."
No, I
He's
didn't
like,
try that either.
"Take a grenade, pull a pin, and put it in a zombie's mouth, and let me know what you think. And you can do it,
Well,
man.
now
You
I'm
can
doing
do
that
it.
tonight for
Hell
sure.
yeah." He's like, "I did like the whole second half of the game. I just ran around putting freaking
Grenades
grenades
in
in
people's
zombies' mouth."
mouths. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta try that.
It is cool because a lot of the weapons that you see in this game are after the fall weapons, which is, very, a lot of similar stuff, you know what I mean? So you're going to feel right at home with the pistols. You're going to feel right at home with the Uzi. You're going to feel right at home with like, um, the shotgun. You're
Yeah,
going to
did
feel
you
it.
get the Tommy gun? Did you find that?
Yeah. Found the Tommy gun.
That was so much
Um,
fun.
yep. That was
It
cool.
burns through bullets, man. Holy crap.
You got, the LMG is there,
Yeah.
a lot of
There's a
the
couple
stuff is there.
LMGs. I found 2
There's 2
LMGs.
there's
Yeah.
2 different LMGs, which is cool, yeah.
Yeah. One
Um,
took a magazine and one took a drum with 100 rounds or something in it. It was good.
there's a couple of different rifles,
Yeah.
that I liked a lot. I mean, the weapons are good, man. There's a couple automatic pistols that are sick.
They're sick. Yeah. They're cool. I couldn't think, like, do I get rid of the big Glock, like the big huge gun, or do I keep these semi-automatic pistols? These things are like laser beams. These are awesome.
Yep.
But the dog can hold 2 guns too, right? So you just throw 2 of them on the dog and then pick up the other ones.
Yeah, I wish that I could put
I put a
the
big gun on the dog.
long gun on a dog. If I could
Yeah,
put
you
one
can
of
do
because you can only hold one long gun, like a shotgun or a rifle, on your back, and
one
then
over
so
your shoulder would be nice.
yeah. So, I want the shotgun, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden I find the LMG, and I'm like, "Oh, shit, now what do I do?"
Yep.
'Cause
I
the
had
shotgun
lots of
just
conversations
mows them
with
down,
myself.
man. The shotgun just mows them down, but you're like, "Okay, if I give up the shotgun, when am I gonna get it back?" You don't even know, right? You gotta you
But
find
the
them
shotgun's got
randomly.
8 rounds or 9 rounds, right? Like, especially the
Yeah, and you
single
can
shot
only
ones,
y
they're, like,
and you
screwed.
max out your ammo for shotgun at 30 rounds that
30.
you can
Yeah.
hold. You can't hold more than 30. So even if you find more, you can't hold it.
Yeah.
You can hold 150 rounds of 9 mil and
200
your
rounds of LMG
200 rounds of, your
or
rifle rounds.
7.62 or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know what I never found, or I never figured out what this was? Did you find the projectiles, the grenade launcher projectiles?
Oh, yeah, 2 of them
Where am I shooting them from?
from the grenade launcher. You didn't find the grenade launcher?
I didn't find the grenade launcher.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Where was the grenade launcher? Where
The
did I
grenade
miss this
launcher
thing?
was, by the big open, water
The water
dried up
canals?
water bed
Yeah,
canal.
yeah.
Yeah, it's up on a shelf by there.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, and you can just
Because
and the sound that thing makes is just awesome. Thump. Like, it's
yo,
just perfect.
now
It's so
now I'm
good.
glad I'm going back because I did missed it. I was finding
Yeah.
the ammo. I got to that point, and all of a sudden I'm finding the ammo, and I'm like, "There's
The
gotta be
ammo is
something here."
crossed. That's the only one where the ammo is interchangeable, so well, I shouldn't say that. The handguns and the Uzis use the same guns. They just
Yes.
if you have one in your hand and you pull out 9 mil ammo,
Yeah.
it matches the gun you have in your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
The flamethrower ammo
That is awesome too, by
it
the way.
turns into the grenade launcher ammo
Oh,
when
it
you
does?
yeah,
Okay, because
that's the count.
I was holding, like, 9 tanks of flamethrower ammo at one
Yeah, I
time.
think you can only hold 10.
The freaking flamethrowers kick ass, by the way.
It's great for crowds, but it doesn't do enough quick damage. I found myself I'd light somebody on fire and then go to do something else while he was melting, and he'd still come after me and attack me even though he was on fire, so it
Yeah.
worked great in crowds.
Bacardi B says, "I'll be a pro at Arizona Sunshine too before I even play if it's, like, After the Fall." Absolutely.
Oh, it
Like,
is.
if you are a fan of After the Fall and you've never done Arizona Sunshine or Arizona Sunshine 2, you're gonna feel right at home. The weapons and everything feel exactly the same.
You're gonna
Um,
love this game. And Blue
I
Belt
did
says spoilers. I hope this is not spoiling anything. I don't think it's spoiling anything.
Yeah,
We'll
I
just
mean,
talk
I
about
I
that.
mean, I guess are we spoiling what
Maybe the
weapons are in the
grenade launcher
game?
where I told you where to
Yeah,
find that
I
one. I won't
guess. I
tell you
mean,
where to find the rest of them.
yeah, I mean, it's been a week, guys. Come on, go play the game. I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I gotta
So
talk
much I
about
can
it.
talk about it every week on
We
the
gotta
show,
talk
so
about it
I
at some
love it.
point. I wanna talk about these things. Like, I
It's
don't
so
not
good.
want to talk about them. No spoilers. I suck at this game. I wanna play it through. I mean, I'm not gonna ruin the ending. I won't say anything about the
No.
story or anything like
Or
that.
any
I'm
of the
not gonna
story. I'm not telling you anything
Yeah.
that happens.
No, we're just telling you about some of the mechanics and, like, some of the weapons that are in the game. That's as far as we'll go. But yeah, I don't wanna spoil
I
the
found one
experience.
glitch too,
Mhm,
which was weird. There's a when eventually you're walking down a road and there's a guy swinging from a tire swing.
mhm.
The tire swing's not attached to the string, to the rope.
Really? He
No,
was
there's
in the
like there's
PSVR
like
2 version.
on the
Okay.
Quest version, there's like a 2-inch gap that I was putting my axe through and when I was recording. So I was having fun with that. Poor man. After I cut
Nice.
his head off, of course.
You know who hates the 2-inch? You know who hates the 2-inch gap?
My mom.
Yeah.
Like a boom, 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 boom.
Is Tribe Grey Wolf here?
No, it was supposed to be D. I had the wrong one.
I'm like, oh, did I miss Grey Wolf coming in here at some point? Oh man,
I did tag him, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Too funny. Bluebell says, Eric, you haven't played Resi 4 yet. I have played Resi 4. I have not played enough of Resi 4 yet, but that's going to be my next. I'll probably get into some more Resi 4 tonight because I know tomorrow I'm going to be wound up in Asgard's Wrath 2.
Yeah.
But I'll probably get to more Resident Evil 4 tonight. But I have played a couple hours of it, and it's phenomenal. Like over the moon, phenomenal. Like I'm gushing about Arizona Sunshine 2, and it's fantastic. And the only thing I'll say about Arizona Sunshine 2 over Resident Evil 4 is I can play Arizona Sunshine 2 on the Quest 2, or Quest 2, Quest 3, PC, and PlayStation VR 2. Resident Evil 4, you're only playing it on PlayStation VR 2, so you're losing a lot of audience there.
Millions of players. That's crazy.
But the experience, which I guess we can transition now to Resident Evil 4, the experience on Resident Evil 4, it may be it's very possible, and I am very susceptible to recency bias, but it very possibly could be my favorite game of the year. Like, I'm
Really?
enjoying it more than Resident Evil 8 Village. And I love that game, and I'm probably about 45 minutes to an hour away from finishing Resident Evil Village. But
Wow.
I've played through Resident Evil 4 probably 10 times across 5 different platforms.
Like, this is just a mode, right, for PSVR 2.
I mean, it's the full game.
But it's like a mode to Resident Evil 4.
So
the whole game.
the Resident Evil 4 remake that they just made, okay, the remake,
Yeah.
which is it's not completely different. It's the Resident Evil 4 game, but things are different, things are better, things are upgraded. Some of the scenes are different, some of the places where you pick up things are not the same as they were before. They just changed some basic things, but it's basically the same game, but it's completely remastered. That is the version that you're playing right now in VR. So it says it's a mode, but to me, it's not a mode. It's the game. Like I hate that they put the mode moniker on it because it makes it sound cheap. It makes it sound like they did it half-assed, and they didn't. It's a full version of the VR game. The only thing that's different is it's kind of like the Quest game, which is every once in a while your cutscenes are out of your body. Your cutscenes you're watching on TV, and every once in a while you come out of your body and you're watching yourself do these.
That was my question. Does that still happen?
It does.
Okay.
It does.
That throws a lot of people off.
It doesn't,
myself included. So
I
got to try it to see.
Like it bothered me a little bit in the Quest version when I played it, but I'm telling you, man, this thing looks so good and plays so great that it doesn't bother me at all. Like, this thing is fantastic. Now, I have issues with it, and now I don't know exactly if they're just my personal issues because I find it to be blurry. But a lot of
PlayStation though.
But a lot of other people don't. Like, I talked to Wes and I talked to Roots, and they're like, I don't really see blurry. They're like, I see some reprojection and I see a little bit of Mira, but everything looks pretty clear to me, so it doesn't seem blurry. And a lot of people are the same way. And I don't know if it's my PlayStation or it's my eyes. I don't know, but I'm catching something. I think I told you this originally when I first played it. It's just blurry enough that my brain is tricked into believing that if I try and refocus my eyes, that it's going to fix it, which makes it worse.
Which giving you headaches, I'm sure. Eye
makes
fatigue,
it worse.
I'm sure. Yeah, like that's not enjoyable.
And what I mean by that is, for everybody who's listening, what I mean by that is, if a game is just downright blurry, your brain knows that I can't fix this, right? When you get to a blurry enough game, your brain knows that it's not your eyes, it's whatever you're looking at is blurry and you can't fix it. But if the blurriness is so close to being almost clear, it almost makes it worse because now your eyes continue to try and refocus to fix the blurriness, and it almost gives me a headache. So I constantly can feel my eyes like going in and out of focus, trying to get the blurriness to go away. And it bothers me a little bit, but what nowhere near is enough to like go, this is not this game is so freaking good that I'm like, I don't care. Like I'll figure it out. And the farther I got into the game, the more I started getting used to it, and it's not bothering me anymore. And I guarantee by the time I go back in next time, I'll probably have to take a little bit of time to get used to it, but it'll quickly go away from me and I won't even see it anymore.
Oh, hopefully. I'll jump in and try it. But I don't know. PSVR 2 is like my least favorite headset, right? So
Um,
I know I'm the what is it, the minority on that that decision, but I don't know. The comfort of it drives me freaking batty.
Yeah. Let's see. Kubo 92 says, yeah, you can play Resident Evil 4 on like 15 different consoles. And I did, man. Like way back in the day when that game originally released, it released on the
Yeah.
GameCube. And I was not a huge Nintendo fan, but I went and bought a GameCube just for RE4 because I wanted to play it. And then I actually ended up falling in love with the GameCube after that because I thought it was a great system. But originally I was like, I was a PlayStation person, not a Nintendo person. Um, so I remember getting it on every platform it came out on. I went and got it and I played it and I freaking beat it because I thought it was that good. It was just for me, it was like a revolutionizing of the game um, when it came out, and the story was good and the gameplay was great, and they've just done it all over for me again. Like being in VR, and it's even a step up from the Quest version because the Quest version kind of blew me away too. Like the first time you step into a world in VR that you enjoyed something flat, it's
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's just like having that new VR feeling all over again. You get that nostalgic feeling of this is the game that I grew up playing that I absolutely love that like was a big part of like my life
It,
growing up.
it's the oh my god, I'm standing in this
I'm
game
here.
feeling. Like
I'm
holy
here.
shit, I'm here. Yeah.
This guy with the chainsaw is actually coming after me.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
not just
not
looking
not
at him
me
chase somebody
watching.
on the screen. He's
Exactly.
chasing me.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole different experience now, and, like, you get that feeling, you get that, like, "Holy shit" feeling, you're like, I'm in this thing, and, I got that same feeling going from the Quest version of it to the PlayStation VR2 version of it. That's how good this thing is. Number 1, the
Oh,
remastered version looks fantastic already, so if you play it flat, it just looks beautiful. I mean, if you've played that game before, it's a very fall game. It's kind of set in the fall, like,
right.
tree leaves are falling off the trees. It's like a very dusky. Everything's kind of got a lot of browns in it. Your outdoor environments are like you're kind of like in a canyon or mountainy area. So the
Dirty
sun,
and yeah.
yeah, the sun's like kind of breaking over mountains where it's not always bright, but then you step out into a spot and then the sun is bright, kind of like in your face. So I don't know. There's just so many levels to the lighting that just blows me away. The gunplay is fantastic. Um, it's just super good. Bad Robo says it's super weird that your image is blurry. Have you tried setting everything up, including eye tracking, et cetera, Eric? I have. So that was the same thing that I messaged GT and I'm like, GT, did you have any of these issues I'm having? Because I want this to be like freaking awesome, and I'm not hearing anybody else complain about it. So I'm like, maybe it's just me. Like, I don't know, maybe something's going on here. And I messaged GT and he's like, I've heard that if you forgot to turn your eye tracking on, that it can really screw the game up. So he's like, so make sure your eye tracking is on. And then he said, make sure you reset your
Redo it. Yeah.
do your calibration for your eye
Mhm.
tracking again. So I did all that. I made sure eye tracking was on. I made sure I recalibrated again. I made sure I checked my IPD and make sure everything was good. I was trying to adjust it up and down, and I'm just getting a little bit. But again, it's not bad enough to put me off of it in any way. It's still amazing. I just wish I didn't have that bit of blurriness, and I'll continue to screw with it, and maybe I'll find a fix for it. Um, I know somebody said that in some of the threads, there was people that were saying the same thing, and then, they found some type of fix for it. So I just gotta I gotta, like, play with it, and I'll find maybe I'll find it because I don't think there's enough people out there that are having the same issue to me that where I should just go, I can't ever fix it,
It's a
and
game issue. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Babber says RE4 is sharper than Village. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel it to me, but it's just as beautiful. I mean, it's just as beautiful. It looks good. It looks damn good. And that's why I'm saying I think I'm having more fun in RE4 than I did Village because I don't know. I just like RE4 better, I think. I don't know. The action in RE4 is so good. And I haven't even gotten some of the best parts yet. Like when you're doing some of these boss battles and um Yeah, I can't wait for you to get it. I want to hear what you think about it when you get it, because you're not like a Resident Evil fanboy or anything
No,
like
like
that.
I played Resident Evil when I was younger, but I never followed the progression of the game or anything like that, or I couldn't tell you characters' names or anything like that. But I'm
Yeah.
definitely interested to try it, see what all the hype is about. And Bluebell says you shouldn't have to do all that with a headset, and I kind of agree with her. To tweak all this and redo all this, this is what
Yeah, no,
pisses people off and makes VR people not want to play VR games. So
yeah,
you
no,
gotta
I
just be
don't
able to put it on,
disagree.
play the game.
I don't disagree. I just don't think there's enough people out there to say that it's a known like normal issue for everybody. It could just seriously be an issue with me. I don't know. Could be an issue with me. Could be an issue with my headset. I'm having issues with my controllers, dude. I don't know what it is. I can't keep my controllers charged.
Your
Like literally,
PlayStation?
I can't get through a session of Arizona Sunshine 2 without my controllers dying. Like,
Oh,
and
that's
like
weird.
I don't know if it's my charging dock, because I have one of those aftermarket charging docks. I don't know if it's not charging the controllers all the way, or leaving it on the dock has like killed the batteries in some way. But man, I'm telling you, like people tell me they get 6, 7, 8 hours out of their controllers. I'm not
Wow.
getting that. I'm getting 4, maybe.
Speaking of controllers, I just had to replace my Quest 3 controller batteries,
Just now.
which I'm a little surprised because my Quest 2 ones last for months
Yeah, I replaced mine probably about a few weeks ago, and all of a sudden I went through a second set already.
already.
I
Wow. I
think it was
wonder if
something to
I had
do
to
with
update on my controllers today, so maybe they're patching stuff, but there's nothing in the release notes or anything that I've noticed. But
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
thought
was
that
the
was
same
odd.
thing with my Quest 3. I was like surprised I zipped through the battery so fast, but I have
Mhm.
been playing it a lot. Like I've been playing it more than I normally do. And the vibration in these controllers, the rumble is stronger than it was before. And I know certain games
That's
kind of
true. It's
goes
probably
off.
more haptic feedback and stuff,
Mm.
and the IR emitters are different. Like I am not expecting them to be the same. I guess I was just surprised how quick they died. And they're AA batteries, so who cares? I got a drawer full of them, right? So I
Yeah.
love the fact that I don't have to charge the damn things. I just put in new batteries and off I go. So
Yep. But I will say, bottom line for Resident Evil 4 is, I don't know. I'm going to get more into it probably tonight and then this weekend as well. But I'm loving this game. I don't know. I'm thankfully like for Virtual Strangers, we are not including that in this year's voting for Game of the Year, because I think I could make a strong case for this game for Game of the Year over some crazy good games. Like GT7 is still one of my favorite games in VR, and I think that was going to be my vote before, or may still even be my vote. I'm so up in the air for PlayStation. Like, there's been so many good titles that I'm going to have a tough time picking. Even forget about PlayStation Game of the Year, the overall Game of the Year, I'm going to have a tough time picking
that's gonna
for
be a
with some
long battle that night. Yeah.
amazing PlayStation games. I mean, PlayStation has whatever you want to say about PlayStation this year and what they've done. Some of the games in their library are some of the best VR gaming experiences I've had this year. GT7 is a game changing moment for me playing that game with a wheel and pedal. Horizon Call of the Mountain. I understand there's some people out there that just don't like it or don't get that game.
I
That game is a
loved it.
marvel for me, and I
Yeah.
love it.
I'd play that again, like all the way through again.
Yep. What else? Resident Evil 8. I mean, Resident Evil 8 is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. It's still one of the most terrifying experiences I ever had in a VR game, and then, there's just been as many misses as PlayStation has had this year. They've had that many huge hits. So it's going to be tough, man. Um, but this one here, Todd, I mean, for me, it may be the best game I played this year.
Over Arizona Sunshine, really.
I love
Honestly,
Arizona. I'm loving Arizona Sunshine, but Resident
So
Evil
good.
4 is on a different level, man.
We need to get into multiplayer horde mode. I did hear that there's some cross compatibility issues right now with PSVR 2 and Quest players playing together, so we should try that this weekend, maybe.
Yes, I would love to do that. Skate Portal says, Mash, you gotta beat Village. It gets so much better towards the end. I am close. I'm probably like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I guess from what people are telling me, I'm close to the end. So before the voting, I will try and get to that. My wife is leaving. My daughter are leaving for the weekend, and they're gone until Monday. I am like off.
Wow.
All I'm going to do.
You're not going to sleep.
Game.
Espressos
All
and
I'm gonna
VR.
do is game. Yeah, they're going away for a few days on a cruise with some family, and I am not going because I need to work. And I need to play VR, man. I just need to play VR. So I will be doing a lot of VR this weekend. I'm going to get back into GT7 this weekend for a little bit. I want to do. Q Creator was telling me about the winter courses that are freaking amazing right now, and I need to go check some of these winter courses out
Oh yeah.
that they launched. So I will get back into GT7. I need to get back into some more Vertigo 2. I probably want to hit a little bit more Horizon again because I need a refresher. Definitely RE8. I need to beat that. And there's others. There's a lot of games out there that I need to get into, especially Game of the Year contenders. I need to get into to make sure that we
Yeah,
give.
see how much they've changed or updates or
Yeah,
patches and
for sure.
DLC and shit like that. So that all makes a big difference when you're going for Game of the Year. So
Yeah, Awesome Tatum says, Mash, play those new snow levels in GT7. Freaking amazing. That's what I hear, man. Everybody's telling me how fucking amazing these snow levels are. And dude, I haven't touched Todd. I don't know about you. I haven't touched my wheel and pedals in a month, 2 months, maybe.
I haven't touched my PlayStation in months, so I'm curious to see how many
Dude.
hours of updates I have to do before I
I
can play
know.
any game.
You're just you're just not feeling the PlayStation.
I'm not. It was not. It didn't hit me like it hit other people. It's not comfortable. The sweet spot's too small. I could go on for hours. Like,
I mean, as
it's my
much as
least favorite headset. I got a lot of headsets. It's definitely my least favorite.
as much as I kill the PlayStation 2 and like dig it for I don't kill the PlayStation VR 2. I kill Sony for how they're handling some of it.
Yeah, and
As
where's the
much as I
Christmas push? That just
I
pissed me off
know,
too.
I know.
What the fuck?
But as much as I do that, I still am in love with this headset. Like I just want them to support it more. And they've had a great year. Like if you look at the overall year, they had a huge drought
Yeah,
in
but
the
they got so
summertime.
many janky shit games that shouldn't be in that list.
They do. They front loaded everything, and then they had a bad string of shitty releases during the
Yeah.
summer. But now I think they've had a couple really, really good releases. Arizona Sunshine 2, I've played it on PC and I played it on the PlayStation. I think the PlayStation VR 2 version is the better way to play it, even over the PC version. So I mean, they've had some really good pop-offs here lately that, overall, this may be like if you're voting on what's the better system this year, Quest 3 or PlayStation VR 2, it's gonna be tough, man. It really is. Like as much
No
as
way. With the mixed reality shit, Quest 3
I don't
wins
know, man.
hands down.
There's
And
been
the working
again.
in VR, there's so many more things you can do with the Quest 3 for half
Yeah,
the
that's a good
price.
point. It's a good
No
point.
way.
I'm just saying the VR experiences that I've had in PlayStation VR 2 this year are some of
That's
the
good.
best I've ever had. Like ever. Like there are experiences I've had in PlayStation VR 2 this year that I've never had in virtual reality, and that includes some of the amazing games on PC like Half-Life Alyx and things like that. There's some of the things I've done with that headset, and I don't like the comfort of this headset. I'm telling you right now. Like I don't like the PlayStation VR 2 comfort. I can wear the Quest 3 or the Quest 2 for hours longer than I can that PlayStation VR 2. That thing gets so uncomfortable for me after a while, but just when I'm in there, it's still some of the best experiences I've ever had. Have I had more great experiences on the Quest 3? I don't know. I mean, I've had really good ones. I just don't know if I've had the same jaw-dropping moments on the PlayStation VR 2, but to put it this way, to me, I think it's definitely a discussion. I'm not saying one way or the other right now. I'd have to really put more thought into it, and I don't even know if that's going to be a. I'm not
Like, are
even
you
sure.
guys doing like hardware of the year?
I don't know. I have to ask Wes. Wes put the list
I
out.
don't think Wes is in chat.
We talked about the list and put it out, but I just don't remember if that's on it or not.
I know I saw that too, but I can't remember what it said. So,
But I mean, if we were going to vote on hardware of the year, we're definitely voting for the Vive XR Elite as hardware of the year.
or the Pico 4.
Oh
Pico,
man,
or
freaking
Pico 5. Is this a good segue?
Pico. Yeah, I mean, you want to get in that, or you want to finish some game? Do you have any trailers? Are we going to play any trailers?
Sure, we can.
What do you got a trailer for? You got a trailer for? No, you don't need a trailer for Resident Evil 4 Arizona Sunshine. What are we talking about next?
How about some Les Mills XR dance?
Hell yeah! Who doesn't want to dance with Les Mills?
Right?
Yeah, I love Les Mills workout.
Yeah, my body's burning up.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to make this video. Will you wear one of those outfits when you make the video?
What's that?
You gonna wear one of those outfits when you wear the video?
Oh yeah, I got the spandy all picked out.
Oh,
yeah.
it's gonna be amazing. Yeah. So Todd will definitely be covering Les Mills XR Dance.
I will.
I think you should definitely dress up.
You're gonna see what it's all about because, like everyone in the chat said, Les Mills Body Combat, their exercise game is freaking awesome. So
it is awesome, man. And the chat's all over the place, man. Some people are like, "I'm out," and some people are like, some people are like, "Oh, it looks cool." The technical says, "I can dance like that when I'm drunk."
I'm gonna be drunk.
Stop it, no. And then somebody else said, "Dying of cringe." Brand VR said, "Dying of cringe." I don't know this. I mean, I'm gonna 100% say I have not played this yet. I have downloaded it. I just haven't had a chance to get into it because I've been in Arizona Sunshine too. But I will say I did really, really love Les Mills Body Combat, and it's one of the best workouts you'll get. I actually remember I made a video on like Supernatural and Les Mills Body Combat, and they both kicked my ass, man. But I think Les Mills actually is a harder workout than even like Supernatural, and they have some good coaches in there, and it's nice
on a monthly subscription, right?
100%. I was just gonna say that was what I was gonna say. Les Mills. What's nice about it? It's not a monthly subscription. It's just a one-time fee, and same thing with XR Dance here. You know, this is definitely a workout dance game, but I'm glad they're making another game. I mean, maybe it's not my game.
It's probably not my game either, but there's going to be a huge market for this. There's people that love this kind of stuff. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to do my best. We're going to see what happens.
I can't wait.
It'll be interesting. I'm going to have to employ some tribe to help me make the video epic.
Oh man, that's who needs to make a video of this. Is like Jordy Greywolf.
Have Jordy making it.
Jordy would kick ass in this, man,
and she'd probably love it too. Like this is her kind of game. I think
Greywolf would be
all the fitness games that she does and things like Ghost of Tabor. Her VR palette is enormous.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. This could be an excellent game. I'm interested in checking it out. I absolutely will check it out because I do like Les Mills. But I don't know. This is not going to be this is not a for me game. Arizona Sunshine is more my speed. Resident Evil 4, that's not more my speed. What am I gonna say?
Right.
You know, Gazzlers. I'm down with some Gazzlers. I'm down with some. I'm definitely down with some Mother Gunship Forge. Me and Betty have an epic run going. We are on an endless mode run.
Yeah, right.
We've done 2 play sessions now. This is how long this has gone. We keep just saving it. At 2 play sessions, I think we're at 110 rounds, something like that.
Oh wow!
And we're not anywhere near getting whipped. And it's getting so intense. But I think we can keep going. I don't know what the record is and how many rounds people have gone, but damn, man, I want to keep going. I love that game. Kubo92 says, Todd, you know who else is down with some Gazzlers?
My mom!
Is Glassy Grandma up in this house? Somebody said, what? Classy Grandma is up in this house? Is Glassy Grandma here?
I think I saw her chatting earlier. Yeah,
I have not seen Classy Grandma, and since I moved to Florida, it's like I moved to Florida, and she's like, "Yeah, you're no good to me now.
You're dead to me." I love how it actually types out the emojis that she used. That's hilarious.
I know, right? Pink waving face, blue smiling. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. That's a late night for you, Grandma. I know that. Too funny. It's cool. I don't know. I like that they have games for everybody, Todd. You can jump in Arizona Sunshine. You can go over to Resident Evil 4. You can go to Les Mills. And then you can grab a tennis racket or a racket. Doesn't have to be a tennis racket. You can grab a racket, some kind of racket. And you can go play some Racket Club by the makers of Demio Resolution Games. You can go play some Racket Club.
Those two are awesome. I've got work to do. Follow through. Got it. There it is. Let's go again. Use the walls. Time for some real competition. Yeah, I like that. I got it! Yes! Crush it. Yes! Bring it. I can do this all day.
Dude, this game, don't sleep on it. This
This is a
game
good
is
game.
stupid amounts of fun, man. I love this game. I absolutely freaking love this game. Like, I don't know how they came up with this idea of having it like inside this little area with these walls, but it's so freaking smart. And Todd, when I'm telling you this is like the physics are down like 1-to-1, it's perfect.
It is perfect, and it's a game that will throw you because it isn't tennis, it isn't racquetball, it isn't squash, it isn't pickleball, but it has aspects of all of them. So if you think you're good at one, you're it'll throw you for a loop. The
Yeah.
first time me and you played this game last week or 2 weeks ago now, I can't even remember when we played it
Yeah,
first.
no, it was like, a week ago or 10 days ago. Yeah.
I couldn't hit that ball to keep it inside that cage or that, court or whatever the heck that thing's called for the life of me. Every single time I touched that damn thing, it was over the rafters or, out on the beach, wherever we were. It was ridiculous. But the more you play it, you start to learn the skills and you start to learn, how to use your environment and bouncing things off walls and putting spin on it. That is definitely a trick you need to master.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so just to give you some background, so we have a video coming. It's probably going to drop maybe this weekend. It's so much fun of myself and Todd just getting in there for the first time, playing it around a little bit and having a good time. But we did 2 separate play sessions. So the first play session was, again, you said like it was like 2 weeks ago or 10 days or 2 weeks ago, and we got in there and I absolutely dominated you. Like I won every set. You never won a set. And you were like, you're like, dude, I've never picked up a racket before in my entire life. And I actually
Never
played
played tennis.
And I was like, look, I played tennis in high school. I was actually, I don't maybe not look like it, but I played tennis in high school on the tennis team. I played throughout my entire high school days, and I was really good at it. So I felt really, really right at home here, even though the rules are completely different. I mean,
Right.
you can't even compare the game of tennis and Racket Club because it's not even similar the same, except that you're hitting the ball with the racket. But the whole idea of hitting the ball with the racket is the same, so you will feel at home. But
Right.
like I said, you had never played before. I had, so I felt really good in there, and I felt like I was like doing really well. I picked the game up really well, and I understood the rules. And you just had a hard time picking it up. But the second time we went in, it was super
A
competitive.
light bulb went on.
All of a sudden, Todd's like, boom, I've got this thing down. He started getting the touch of hitting the ball and like how hard to hit it and like how, you just want to get it just to clear the net. And all of a sudden things were changing and it got super competitive to the point where it was almost, I mean, our matches went a long time because they went almost all the way to the end, but you won almost every set. And I think you won like we played 4 sets. I think you won 3 out of the 4 sets that we played.
I think so. Yeah.
And so like it was crazy the change, and that's what I will say is one of the best things about this game. This game is easy to pick up, super easy to pick up. Like anybody will kind of get it when you get in there. It's a little hard to master, which is good. You're going to have to work at it to kind of like feel at home. But when you get it, there's like a light bulb that goes off, and then you're going to really start to get good at it. And man, it's just so much fun, Todd. Like I didn't know we were gonna have this much fun in there. It's just stupid amount. That's what I said when we were in there. I'm like, this is stupid amounts of fun. Like,
Yeah, like we need to somehow do a tournament or make a bracket or do something because it was a lot of fun. And you
this
can play
game,
2-on-2 and 1-on-1, and I think you can do audience members, or at least that might be coming. I can't remember. I demoed this super early, like November 2022. I
Mm.
played this in
Yeah.
Sweden, and it has come so far and looks so good compared to what I played early on. Yeah, I'm
I
super
played it
excited that
last
it's finally
March
here.
too. Yeah, I played when I was in Austin for South by Southwest. Myself and Jasmine and Skiva and Alex VR. We had a chance to play it down in their studios in Austin,
Oh, cool.
and we got a chance to play there. 2-on-2. It was great, and we played it right in the middle of their studio, which is so
Yeah,
cool.
Same.
But
Yeah,
it
it
was
was super
great
cool.
back then, but they were like, "We're not even close to being ready yet." Like, this was in March, so now it just releases now in December, of the same year. But yeah, I mean, they've come a long way, and I can understand why they wanted to hone it down because you have to be super accurate with these games because you have to have that one-to-one feel of when you swing the racket, hit the ball, it should react the way you think it should react, and there cannot be any lag. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Oh yeah, totally. The ball's moving fast at times, so if there's any lag, you'll lose. Like, yeah, they gotta nail it for these types of games, or they'll get just killed.
This is like 11 table tennis on crack. You know what I mean? It's that good. I
In a
mean, 11
box.
table tennis is great, right? But there's what you
Right.
can do here is so crazy and so good. You know, and you know what's fantastic is we'll talk about a couple things here, Todd. Is the environments are all amazing in VR. Everything looks really good. The courts are played different. You have clay, you have hard court, I think you have grass. We never actually played on a grass court, but I think you have grass. But what I really like too is it's mixed reality. So you can play,
Yeah, that's super cool.
yep.
And I know there's like Substatica calls it the what did he call it? The Rockstar experience or something, because you can have audience members.
Yeah.
I wonder how that works in MR. I never did it with other people with audience
It's
in
good.
mixed
It's a
reality.
good question. That would be sick though.
Yeah, I
That would
wonder
be
how that
super
works.
sick.
I'll have to try that. Yeah.
I love that you can have people watching you in there, and I think you're 100% right that we need to do some type of tournament. I think we need to figure that out. I don't know if we'll get it done before the first of the year, but maybe in the new year we get a Q2C tournament together. That would be fantastic. Maybe we pull a couple of channels in here, like a Q2C between realities, and virtual strangers community tournament or something like that. And we get as many people as we can in there and play and have brackets and we can watch each other and we can run this over a couple of weekends and it would be super cool. This game lends itself to this type of thing, and you can play doubles too, which is great. You can
Mm.
play 2-on-2. Myself, you and myself only played against each other, but it would be cool to get in there and play 2-on-2 and have those types of matches as well. But it's it's just really really good. I love the way everything works in it, and the scoring system, Todd, is pretty amazing. It's not your just normal scoring system because as you get into a rally and you start to go back and forth and the ball, before the ball, like somebody wins a point, if you hit the ball so many times in a row, like I'm not even
I think
sure
it's
the
5
number.
for the first one.
Okay, so what happens is it goes from 1 point to 2 points. So the longer you have a rally, the point that you're in goes up by a point. If you keep going to where that point is longer, it actually can go up to 3 points. So you could have a 3-point swing in one, back and forth in one serve.
Yeah, so if he's beating me 5-2 in one volley, I could tie the game up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
super
gets
cool.
very competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you're looking at the walls, there's like a side wall that comes up right about the middle of the net. It kind of like raises up, and you can use that wall to like deflect the ball. You can bounce it off that wall.
Bluebell says, "Who's the developer of this?" And it's Resolution Games, the creators of Demio.
Yeah, Demio, Bait,
They did a bang up job.
Demio, Resolution is a kick-ass studio, man. They're one of the best out there, and they know what they're doing. And this is a departure for them, and they've never done a game like this before, and they've nailed it. Like they've absolutely nailed it.
There's a whole career mode. There's gear that you can upgrade. You can change your rackets. I think when you start with like 5 or 6 rackets that you can pick with different,
Mhm.
spin and hit and strength, and
That's
it's
another thing,
so
Todd.
customizable.
You clicked on the spin. Tell me a little bit about the spin.
Oh, the spin's crazy. Like if you can hit that ball underneath or on the side and spin it, the shape of the ball will actually elongate to the
Yeah,
spin that you're doing.
and it almost looks like it catches fire at some point.
Yeah, and then when it hits the ground on the other side of the net, hopefully on the other side of the net,
Yeah.
it bounces like a football. Like you don't know where it's going, and it just takes off to one direction. And yeah, it's so hard to master. But Eric and I played outside of a match. You can just randomly hit the ball back and forth in practice. So we sat there and practiced for half an hour on how to spin the ball, and
Mhm.
yeah, it's super addictive. And the physics, right? Like you were bouncing the ball on the racket for like 5 minutes, and it just
Mm.
kept bouncing in the same spot. Like it
Yep.
was great.
So think about this. So everybody has done this. They've taken a tennis racket and you're bouncing the ball on a tennis racket and you can bounce it up higher and higher. And then you can kind of like stop bouncing a little bit and the ball gets lower and lower and lower until you can almost just catch the ball on the racket to where it's not moving. You can do that here. Like literally all the ball physics work perfectly. And every time that you hit the racket, the mesh of the racket to the ball, the haptics go off in the controller and it's 1-to-1 perfect. So you physically feel like the ball is hitting your racket every time. Like it's that like I can't explain it. I can't explain. I mean, I'm trying to explain it, but I mean the feeling of it. You need to try it for yourself to
Yeah,
feel
especially
the
like
shot.
VR Spry Guy says he's a tennis player. Like he'll know exactly what you're talking about to do that, and to do that in VR is surreal because you don't think that it should be as accurate as it is.
Yeah, Spry Guy, if you were a good tennis player, I would love to get your feedback on this because I think, and I was a good tennis player also. I have not played in a long time, but I was a really good tennis player. The shots that I would hit, how I would hit shots back then as a real tennis player is how I hit the shots here. And I felt that way. So I could slice a backhand and it would react exactly the way you would think it would react with a real ball and a real tennis racket. Same thing with the forehand. I could kind of like hood my forehand. Like I used to have a shot where I could hood the forehand and put front spin on the ball so that when it hit, it didn't bounce up high. It would hit and skid. I felt I could do that and it reacted the way I wanted it to. So you really do feel like you can control the ball and hit the ball the way you want. And the penalties there, hitting the ball off of the wood part of the racket will send it flying up into the air just like, and it'll make that noise like when you hit the ball. So it's going to feel like you're actually playing, tennis or racquetball or, any other sport that you're using, what's the other one now? Pickleball.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
it's going to feel like that. So it's just but this is a game, Todd, that anybody can pick up because you have never played tennis before and or probably racquetball or anything like that. And you picked this up in like a
I
couple
play
of play
badminton,
sessions.
so I'm not a like I was on the badminton team, so I'm not a I've picked up a racket, but it's
Yeah, I
definitely
would
different than badminton.
yeah, I would say it's out of
It's a
any of those
ball
other
racket
sports.
game, not a birdie game.
Yeah, out of any of the other sports, I would say it's
Least
definitely
likely,
least like
like yeah.
badminton. Yeah, badminton. Yeah, badminton.
We
Yeah.
got a $20 super chat. I just didn't want to derail the conversation there, but Classy Grandma dropped a $20 saying, "Bruh, you're
Bruh.
the one who went back to 9 p.m. You know I adore you guys. And we
Oh,
adore you."
thanks, Grandma. And that's an amazing super chat. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I know you adore us, and I would have loved to keep it at 8 o'clock for you. I really would have. It was just impossible for our schedules. Like we had to get the show ready for 9 p.m. We scramble, and you got to remember the show for 9 p.m. for me is actually 7 p.m. for Todd. So he's really scrambling to take care of family and kids and get everybody fed.
Yep. It was
By the
just
time we
way
by
too
the time we
stressful.
yeah, by the time we start the show. So it was just too hard. We did it for a while. I enjoyed it. I actually did enjoy it because I liked getting done earlier.
Yeah, that was
Um,
always nice. I definitely enjoyed that part too, but
but it was just too hard. We ended up scrambling to get the show started, and I could feel the show starting to suffer a little bit for our being not prepared. And I don't want to do that. I'd prefer to do the show that we want to do, and yeah,
and if
I'm
you miss
sorry.
it, you can always rewatch it
Yeah,
afterwards.
watch it later.
Drop a
But
comment, give us
but
a
we
thumbs
definitely
up.
miss seeing you here, and you should just drink more coffee like I do and
Yeah.
stay up later. All right, Todd, let's move on. Racket Club is I don't know if I can recommend Racket Club enough. Like I know everybody out there is a huge walkabout mini golf fan. If you to me, this is that kind of game because you can get in there, you can get in there with friends, you can have fun. It's an amazing playing game. You don't need a ton of space. That is one of the other things I should probably say about this. Because of the way the court is set up with these walls, you literally have to make the whole court for me can basically be me standing in the middle, flat-footed. I can get to all the way to the left side by one step. I can get all the way to the right side by one step. I can go forward by a step, step and a half, and one step behind me, I'm at the back glass. So pretty much you just need a normal small play space and you can play this game. That's the beauty of the way they set the court up.
Yeah, and you got to remember this is like a full-fledged racket game. So there is no thumbstick movement. There's no
None. You can't move with your
strafing. There's
thumbstick. It
no.
doesn't do
If
any
you
good.
don't physically move to get the ball, you're gonna miss it. Like you need to move. This is an athletic sports game, not a sit in a chair and I don't know. I haven't played Racket Club or 11 table tennis in a long time. Like, was there a lot of movement in that? I don't even remember. It's been a long
It's
time.
been a while for me too. I don't remember, but you wouldn't need to for that game as much, but you would need to a little bit. But I would say that the movement between the two is about the same. I would say.
I know with this one, I fell on my face a couple times on the floor. Like, you got to make sure your space is.
At
is
one time,
clean.
I saw his avatar, and I'm like, "God, what the hell did you just do?" And he was like, "I just fell on the floor." He was like, "I just fell on my
the
face."
ball. Yeah.
And you will do that because again, you're gonna feel like you're really playing, and you're gonna like Todd was starting to hit some of these like spin shots where the ball would hit in front of me, but it would bounce back towards him because he had backspin on it. I literally had to almost run up in my play space to hit the ball. So I mean, you're gonna need some space. I'm not saying you're not gonna need any space. I'm just saying it's not the way they have it is. See, the biggest problem with any tennis game I've ever seen so far is the movement to the ball. Like people have gotten the hitting of the ball down. How do you get to the movement of the ball without having to use a thumbstick to where it feels like it's fake? And you can't move in a
Yeah.
full tennis court, in your house. Nobody's got full tennis court size, and most people don't. So how do you combat that? And I think they found the perfect way to do it, but they made the game like 10 times as fun with the point system and the bouncing it off the walls. Freaking love it.
If you haven't yet seen it, Jay Brat did a video. I think it's on YouTube. Might be on TikTok. I can't remember where he put it, but go check out Jay Brat's stuff. He did a video where he actually went to a tennis court and found two people that were playing tennis, pulled them aside, put them in a Quest 3 headset, and said, "Try this."
That's awesome.
And these guys have never played VR games before, and he put them into Racket Club. And I'm not going to tell you what they said or anything. You got to go watch it. It was a smart idea to do for his video.
Bluebell says it has MR, right? It does. It does have
does,
a mixed reality version. To be honest, to be fair, I have not done the mixed reality version. I've been so enamored with what I've been doing, even playing it solo a little bit. That and
I didn't even know the MR version was there. I forgot completely about the MR version, so I'm totally going back in this weekend to see what it's like.
Yeah,
that would be
me
a
too.
smart way to play it. I think you'd be more comfortable running around in your space if you could see your space. So
yeah, Todd, it's a workout too. By the way, we were by the time that we both got out of these sessions, we were sweating our asses off, and we were out of breath.
Yeah,
very good. All right, let's move on, Todd. That was amazing. I absolutely love it. Everybody needs to go check it out. Todd, tomorrow, on the 15th, on a Friday, blows my mind. Asgard's Wrath 2 is going to launch. This seems like it could be the next step in us seeing some mainstream AAA gaming of an IP that's not a known flat IP that's now in VR. This could be the best game that no flat gamer knows about. Put it that way.
Yeah.
On a Quest headset. Let's take a look. Asgard's Wrath 2.
Chaos is spreading. Loki's evil invades all realms. He must not be stopped.
Generals gather in their masses, just like witches at black mass.
Betrayal has made you stronger, Guardian.
No more war pigs have the power. Hand of God has struck the hour.
Your reality is my guardian.
Exact your vengeance.
And unleash your wrath.
My mouth just drops every time I watch that trailer. I've
I
seen it like 20
know,
times.
man. I just love the music, man. They
So
get some
fucking
freaking
good.
Black Sabbath in there and kicking ass.
Oh man, I
Little
hope
War
that music
Pigs.
is in the game.
Ah, hell yeah, man. I'm just sitting there
Wow,
rocking
so
out during
good.
the whole freaking thing. I just
Oh, we
want
could
to
hear you. Yeah.
I was singing the song and everything. Freaking love it, man. Love it. It's that video looks so good, man, and I am so super pumped for this game. I mean, number one, I want to enjoy it as a fan. Like, I just want to enjoy it as a VR fan. I want to enjoy the game. I'm going to get in there. I know I'm going to have a blast. I've talked to people who have been playing it for a while. You guys know who they are. I've talked to them all. They've been telling me for a long time now how good this is. So number one, I want to play it as a fan of VR. I want to play it for me. But Todd, what this game can mean for virtual reality as a whole could be something truly special. This is a Quest 3 game that we just saw IGN give a 10 out of 10. And now I have not
To be
heard,
fair, this is a Quest 2 game.
seriously, you can play it on the Quest 2.
Yeah. There's no updated version graphical fidelity for Quest 3 at the moment. So that's pretty impressive that they can slime this out of a Quest 2. Give me a break.
Hell yeah. But this is a game that IGN just gave 10 out of 10. I haven't heard of anybody who hasn't been completely blown away by this game. This is not this, and it's not just a quick game, a quick in and out, fantastic experience. You're out in, 8 hours. This could be 70, 80, 100 hours
Yeah.
of gameplay in this game.
This is an RPG. Like, you could go in there and do whatever the hell you want. Do
This-
nothing. Walk around, kill shit. Like, I can't wait.
This is going to be insane. I've heard that there's like gameplay inside of gameplay. There's like different types of gameplay in the game. Like, this isn't just one type of game. There's different gameplay types in this entire universe. So what we have here, we have never really seen anything quite like this. And the flat world is going to have to kind of take notice of this game. Not that they're going to know what Asgard's Wrath is as a title. I mean, that's where it's different, right? Like Half-Life Alyx came out, and everybody knows Half-Life. So it's easy for people to, even that are flat gamers, to be like, I know Half-Life. I know that I understand what this is. Sorry, my dogs are going nuts.
Yeah, that's okay.
But when we have a title that nobody outside of the VR bubble has ever heard of Asgard's Wrath before, most likely, when we have a title that stands up and gets a 10 out of 10 on IGN, that's being raved about on, flat game channels as well as VR channels, that's when people stand up and go, wow, what is this thing? And how smart is that they made this a pack-in game for the Quest 3?
Yeah,
Like,
super smart.
I mean, how many people are going to play this game now and then rave about it? Because they knew it was going to be a hit. All right. They knew what they had. So they packed it in. Now they're going to get everybody to play it. Okay. And everybody's going to rave about it and then tell everybody else about it. I mean, literally, from what I'm hearing, this could be the best gaming experience that we've had in a virtual reality headset. We're talking about that level of gameplay here. Like, again, I don't know if we are ready. Like, I don't know if we know what this game is fully going to be yet. Like, we've never seen anything this size, I don't think, in a VR game. Nor
Nothing of this quality at this size.
not on this headset for sure. Like, I'm sure that, Half-Life Alyx is still this, the de facto, king in terms of graphics and fidelity. And it does make me a little sad that we're not seeing this on PC. You know what I mean? Like, as good as this, I'm sure this is going to look, and as beautiful as this is going to look and blow everybody away, I would love to see what kind of chops this thing has.
I don't think there's
3080
enough.
Ti.
There's enough of a audience to worry about this on PC. This is a Quest headset seller. Like, their focus is Quest, and I think it's going to work. I think the spike in Quest 3 headset sales from tomorrow to Christmas is going to be through the roof compared to what it was last week.
It's
People are
such
going
a
to see
smart
this
time
and be
to
like,
launch
holy
this
shit, I can
game.
get this for free if I buy that headset. I'm
Yeah.
going to get my kids this headset.
Such
Yeah.
a smart time to launch this game. The week, a little over a week before Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's going to be hopefully running out buying, Quest 2s also. Go get Quest 2s, you know what I mean? Whatever you need to get.
Yeah.
Go get your Quest 3s, but I mean, if you need to go get a Quest 2, get a Quest 2 for somebody, give it to them for Christmas and let them buy Asgard's Wrath. If you get the Quest 3, you get it free with it. This is a huge thing for us. And I don't know, Todd, I mean, we were just debating a little while ago, what's the better headset? And it is a toss up for me, but
if this is as good as it says it is, and you say PSVR 2, I will punch you in the face.
I mean, I got to get in there. I mean, I got to get in there and check it out. But I'm just saying that the Quest has some games to say, hey, don't count me out. I mean, they came out with some amazing games on a standalone system here, that are still great. I mean, Arizona Sunshine 2 is a great experience on the Quest 3. It is not the PlayStation version. It is not the PC version. There's definitely a graphical downgrade, but everything else you can do in there. You know what I mean? All the zombies are on the screen. All the stuff is there. It's just the fidelity of the graphics aren't as good as in the Quest 3, but it's there. You know what I mean? And it plays really, really good.
If it plays that well, I'm not looking for obviously I'm not going to turn away Half-Life Alex graphics on a PlayStation or on a Quest 3 headset, but if it plays well, keeps me entertained, keeps me coming back, has that hook, the graphics feel good, the story is good, the whole 9 yard. Like Asgard, Arizona Sunshine 2, the graphics aren't Half-Life Alex quality graphics. They're good on the Quest 3, probably better on the PlayStation VR 2, but it didn't bother me even a little bit on the Quest 3.
Yeah.
Arlen Kundert in chat says Meta needs to market Asgard's Wrath for real. I haven't seen any ads outside the VR bubble. I was in Vegas 3 weeks ago, and it was on the Sphere 50 times a day. You could just every time I looked over the goddamn thing, Asgard, it was either Call of Duty or Asgard's Wrath was on that Sphere thing, and it was so cool.
What I will say, I don't know, I have seen some Asgard's Wrath, but what I will say is Meta is dominating with the Quest 3 in advertising. So I don't know, like you said, you saw a ton of Asgard's Wrath too. I have seen some commercials, and then posts and things like that in different places, but I've seen so many Meta Quest 3 ads. They're absolutely dominating anything that you see in virtual reality right now. They are even some, forget about virtual reality. They're dominating advertising in some other things as well. I think they're putting almost as much into this as they did the original Quest or the Quest 2 launch in terms of advertising. I see an ad everywhere. Everywhere I'm seeing Quest 3 stuff pop up, Facebook posts, Instagram reels, commercials on TV, billboards. You saw it on the Sphere in Vegas. I mean, there's places everywhere that they're showing the Quest 3. And goddamn, I was in a chorus tonight with my daughter, and they were singing about the Quest 3 being under the tree. So, I mean, it's working, you know what I mean? And, whatever you want to say about Meta, Meta is not perfect, but where's Sony? Where's Sony with their advertising? Have we seen anything? I don't even know one commercial for the PlayStation VR 2.
Not for a game, not for nothing.
I haven't seen anything.
Where's the RE4 commercials? Why are those dominating my feeds? They're not. I haven't seen any of them.
I just haven't. I mean, maybe here. I don't even know. I'm trying to think back and trying to rack my brain and just to see if I've seen one Sony PlayStation VR 2 commercial, and I just haven't. Like, they've been non-existent this holiday season. Like, where's the?
And we were all convinced, right? Remember over the summer on our podcast, on other podcasts, we were talking. Wait till Christmas. PlayStation's gonna dominate. They're gonna come out of nowhere with banger titles that we don't even know about, and do a huge push for Christmas with PSVR 2 and blah blah blah. Not one thing happened.
Yeah, I would just like to see him push it more. I mean, I'm
disappointed.
Just weird. I mean, they have this great headset, which I just raved about for the first part of the show and saying how great it is, and it still may be my favorite, platform this year. Like, I'm enamored with the Quest, Quest 2 and Quest 3. But man, I'm telling you, I still say some of the best experiences I've had this year have been in this PlayStation VR 2 headset, and I want more people to know that and enjoy it. So I'm just wishing that we see more. Like, I want to see more. I want to see them beating people over the head with, go get this headset because of this, this, and this, and show me some awesome commercials. Show me that freaking trailer, man. That freaking Asgard's Wrath trailer with the music. that doesn't get you going, like, holy crap, man.
Oh yeah, totally.
So good. So good. I don't know, Todd. I mean, I'm very excited again for Asgard's Wrath for me personally as a fan of VR and what I want to do. And then, damn, man, I just cannot wait, for what I think this is going to do and help, um, and help VR. I think this is huge. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
All right, cool. Let's move on. We've hyped this up enough. Everybody's ready for it. What do we want to talk about now? Where are we going?
Well, I had some people in chat talking about Quest 3's even really good to use for PC VR type gaming. And thankfully, Steam has come out with a new Steam Link app that dropped a couple weeks ago now, I think. And you and I both have had an opportunity to go and try this, and I'm fucking loving it.
Love it. It's so easy. Damn, Meta's even putting ads out for Steam.
Right? That's my point. Like, they're killing it with advertising.
Good on you, Meta. Put an advertisement out for Steam. Hell yeah.
This is by far the easiest way to play Steam games. I love virtual desktop. I love AirLink. It works for me whenever I've needed it. I'll never use anything other than Steam Link from now on.
I don't think I will.
I went into Resonite to see, because that game is a bitch. Like, you need a horsepower machine. It is tons of things happening at once. I went in there with Steam Link as my first game to try, and it was smooth as butter. Like, I love it. It makes it so easy.
I think moving forward, it is going to be the preferred way to play wirelessly to your PC. And I know everybody is saying virtual desktop. And look, I love Guy Godin. What he's done for us has been amazing. But
For
Steam,
sure.
but Steam is going to be on a different level. And I know everybody's going to say the same thing right now, which is, but sorry, I had to fix my camera. But here's the problem. Steam is not going to be like I understand virtual desktop gives you all this custom ability, and you can like super sample and you can change it and you can make things better. And I get it.
Right.
But Steam is not going to be the static, link. The Steam Link is not going to be the same static Steam Link all the time. Case in point, they just released a new beta for Steam Link that introduces super sampling back into the Quest platform. So when you're streaming PC wirelessly, you can now super sample, which is something apparently they broke 2 years ago. They did an update 2 years ago to Steam VR that broke. So when you played, wired, it broke the super sampling. So you were no longer able to super sample through Steam. Now you can super sample again through Steam and use Steam Link. So you're going to be able to make it look better. So all the things that you use virtual desktop for, and use virtual desktop to like tweak things and make things better, and you can definitely do that. They've already started here. Like, you've already got this first beta that they're rolling out already that's making it better. Like, to me, Steam, I from what I see Steam rolling out here, I think this is the preamble to their Deckard headset. They're getting things ready.
For sure.
Meta is on board. Meta is on board with them as saying Steam is going to be the PC platform to play your games on. I think they're moving on from the Rift store, which is fine. They're getting in bed with Steam, which I think it makes sense. And Steam is ready to go here. I think they're pushing this out. They're making Steam VR better. The Steam Home is going to be the Steam VR Home is going to be better. They're fixing things to make it to make it wirelessly. I mean, this just makes a whole bunch of sense to me. And the ease of use, Todd, of not having to click on the virtual desktop.
That's what I was going to say.
This, click that, and get in there. I literally can just click one thing. I don't have to go into the Quest menu anymore. I don't have to go into the Rift Home. I don't have to have that running in the background with Steam anymore. All I have to do is click Steam out of my standalone Quest library. I click Steam and I'm in a Steam Home.
instantly. Like it is ridiculously easy, and that's what's going to keep people playing VR games is ease of use. To make this stuff difficult, and I give Virtual Desktop its credit. I've used it for years. You go into Virtual Desktop, and for a new person, it is confusing as shit. There's so many options, so many menus. For the VR enthusiast, Virtual Desktop might still be the go-to because we like the fact that we can tweak all these things. But think of it like the iPhone and Android debacle. VR in Virtual Desktop is the Android of VR. We need something that is the Apple of VR. We need Steam Link that people can just hit a button, hit another, and pick a game. It's that simple. It needs to be that simple for all these people to want to play VR games, and it is now. Like I think it's just fucking awesome.
So good. I like
And
that.
and the fact that you can play, and I've done this. I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 the other day. I've done it now with Immersed, with Fluid,
Yeah.
with Virtual Desktop in a whole bunch of environments. And yesterday or this week, I did it with Steam Link, and Steam Link was by far the most seamless. And it's in mixed reality with a huge ass screen. Like, yeah, come on. Like,
I need to
this
go
is
in now.
So
I
good
need
for VR.
to go in now that they got the super sampling on. This thing is super funny. So this article says advanced super sample filtering has been an option in Steam VR since 2017. But Valve says it was accidentally disabled for Meta headsets a few years ago, a side effect of another change. The latest Steam VR beta update brings it back for Steam Link and Meta's Quest Link. The setting doesn't affect Virtual Desktop. So if you can still,
Virtual Desktop, it did it itself.
It did it for you, right?
Right.
But can you believe that this has been off for 2 years? We accidentally
Yeah.
disabled it 2 years ago. Holy crap, man. But how much better is it going to look now with super sampling? I mean, super sampling is great. And they're saying, basically, you're going to get the full effect of super sampling, you're going to need a beefy card. So, if you're sitting on a 1060, you're probably not going to be able to super sample. But if you've got a 2080 Ti, if you've got a 30 series card, you're definitely going to be able to super sample here. And it's going to look better. Like, I'm looking forward to getting in here and trying it.
Yeah.
And it's the only way. Like, I have everything. I can. I don't. And somebody had just said in chat, I don't remember who it was, that they're like, I don't mind the wire. I've been playing wired forever, but Steam Link sounds interesting. I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't mind playing
You
with
look
wire.
up here. Whoa. The camera's got a mind of its own. I've got cables running because I use my right there.
Yeah, look, you get the cable management system.
Because I use my index still with Steam VR games.
Yep.
And it runs over to my computer, down the wall, into the back of my computer. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with being wired. I don't mind it, but I'm telling you, it's a different experience when you can play, when you can play flawlessly and easily through AirLink, whether it be Steam Link or Virtual Desktop. It's just easier. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about pulling the wire down or anything like that. And I don't know if I can get if I can get even better fidelity now, and I can play easily enough where I don't have. Here's the biggest thing with me: if I'm streaming or recording and I have to run Rift, I have to run the Rift Home in the background, then get into Steam and run Steam VR and Steam at the same time, and then I'm going to either live stream.
You want to record it or live stream it,
right? And then I'm running OBS, and then I'm live streaming out of OBS, or I'm recording out of OBS. It chugs my computer, man. It's just too much. Here, I literally am just a click away in my standalone Oculus menu, a click away from being online and being on Steam. I mean, I'm there, and I got my whole Steam library ready to roll.
Yeah. And Arlen asked again, does Steam Link let you launch games via the mod organizer, i.e. Skyrim? And yeah, it's complete access to Steam.
It's exactly everything. Steam. It's the same Steam you've ever been into. Like you're launched right into your normal Steam home. Yeah. Yeah, it's like perfect. It's like, I don't know. I just wish
have two different versions, because you can use the Steam Home, but then you can also hit the left button on or the Oculus button on your left controller, and it brings up another Steam menu where you can pick and choose games too from there. So you don't have to use the home menu, or like the home menu, at least in my home environment anyway. I only have like the most recent games showing up on my list. So to find games, You just hit the little button on your left controller.
Yeah, go to your
There's all
library.
stuff. Go to your
Yep.
library. Yeah, that's awesome. I love it.
It's super cool, man. It's just great. I mean, I love what they're doing. I think it's a really good way to like. I really do think it's the precursor to us seeing the Deckard. Like, I think this is the first rollout. They're getting their things in place, and then we're going to see the Deckard. Now, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think we're getting. I think this means we're getting closer, and they're paying attention to now. You know, Steam is paying attention to VR. You know, and paying attention to, and they're paying attention to meta VR because they know that most of the people, the vast majority of people that are playing on their platform, their Steam platform, are in the Quest headset. So why not try to make it as easy as possible for people to get into their ecosystem and buy the games from there?
Yeah, no, I agree.
If you want people to get to buy PC VR games again, and and get back into that market to where Steam is selling games again, make it easy for them to get into. Make it easy for me to get in from my PC right into Steam from my Quest library. I think it's a smart idea. And if Meta is done with with their own PC platform to sell games in, if they're done with that, which it very, very much looks like it is, this makes sense for them. Get in bed with Steam and partner with Steam and get this done. That way the PC gamers like us can still get in and do our PC stuff. And then it's not Meta just completely abandoning it, right?
Yeah, no,
they're
totally.
just going in a different direction. They're going to go in a different direction, and hopefully people will start making PC games again on Steam, and it becomes a viable platform again. And not a death sentence to where if you only launch on Steam, you're never going to make any money.
Yep, I completely agree.
Cool. I don't know. Big things are coming. All right, where are we moving on to now, Todd? Where are we going?
I'm putting out fires on Facebook because people are apparently freaking out that I tagged everybody on this.
Oh no, you tagged.
I don't care.
I love when you do that.
I fucking tagged everybody.
We'll lose about a couple thousand subscribers.
We're giving away 5 fucking games tonight, and these people are bitching like,
come hang out and freaking win some games.
Come out
people.
and win some games. Yeah,
win some games, people. Yeah, super
funny.
cool. All right, so let's talk about. Can you while you're doing that, can you pull up the next trailer for me of that game that just launched a new map?
Yes.
Because guys, this I don't know. I might have to jump into this before I get into Resident Evil 4 tonight.
There's so much to play.
That is Breachers, man. I still haven't done Ship yet. But this Arctic map looks fantastic. I want to know after this if anybody's played it, but let's take a look at the trailer for the new map.
Go, go, go! Move!
It's 6 on the radio. Got it.
Operatives, our mission is to regain control of the Photonics Arctic base. This outpost holds our mining operations and research of the Veiled Crystal, the key component to our cloaking tech. Here's the intel on the facility. The first floor is the industrial area of the base. Utilize close quarters for cover and employ surprise tactics against your opponent. The middle floor houses the laboratory. This is where our cloaking equipment is researched and tested. This floor has a central hallway that connects both stairways. Don't stay out in the open. The third floor is where the workers enjoy their downtime. Use its rooftop access to your tactical advantage. Wide areas dominate this floor, providing a different set of challenges compared to the lower levels. Ready up, soldier. Failure is not an option.
Get ready to enter.
Freeze! Freeze! Fall back! Move!
At the enemy.
Arctic, available now.
Pretty damn cool, man. Did they just ghost drop this today? Like I
Yeah,
didn't know about it until earlier when somebody said there's a new map for Breachers. Like, did I miss something here? And I know like Brandon's out there. He's like in the VR. He's in their community and everything. I know a lot of people are probably in their community. Was this like a surprise? Like, did you hear about this?
No, I had not heard about it until, and I'm very surprised that Ryan Brandon hasn't been all over our Discord saying,
Yeah,
"Hey, everybody, this new shit coming."
like
this
nobody
is his
has
favorite
said
game
it,
in
like,
the world.
dude. I mean, you guys know. I mean, I work every day, 50, 60 hours, 70 hours a week. in the VR industry. Like, it's my job to know these things. I didn't know it. So if it's been known that this map is coming, I completely blew it on this one. I'll admit I must be wrong, but I did not see anything that this thing was coming. And man, I am super surprised, and I'm so happy that now, I mean, they have literally what anybody has been complaining about Breachers, they can't complain anymore. There's maps now. Like, the game itself was already great, and now the only criticism anybody ever had was, man, they just don't have enough maps. They need some more maps, and maybe you can still say they maybe need a couple of different more game modes, I guess. But shit, man, they have different types of maps now. Every map feels different, looks different. This new Arctic map looks awesome, man. I can't wait to get in. Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, I haven't been in Breachers in a long time. I haven't played that last map either that came out. So, we should do I don't know. Maybe I need Ryan to take me around because
he's
really good at this.
Brandon says it was a surprise. They hinted it a while ago, but we had no clue. Yeah,
this is a free map, right? Like, there's no cost to this.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just free.
Which is
do we get 5 more? You want 5 more? Holy crap, dude! 5's a lot.
5's a lot.
I don't know. I'm cool. I'm ready to get into Breachers. And Todd, I mean, we kind of hit on this last week or the week before. I think it was the week before. Complete B-haptic support now in Breachers as well.
Yes.
They've done a complete integration, and I went in and played for the video. I played some Breachers. I played just the normal map. I didn't play the new ship map, but I went in there with the freaking the Tactosi in my arms and the X40 vest, and completely amazing. And I don't know. Breachers they have an opportunity to possibly be game of the year. They really do. Breachers and Ghost of Tabor probably the two shooters.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think it would have been a much more talked about contest, if you want to call it that, for game of the year if Breachers was nominated. I'm surprising that they weren't.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever got in. I don't know what happened there, but they should have. It would have been a really good fight, I believe, between Ghost of Tabor and Breachers. And I think it will be for the end of the year. Like multiplayer shooter, I think if you're going to have a category, I think those two are the top. And I think I'd probably go Tabor, but man, it would be damn close.
Yeah. Tabor's, I think, a little bit more in-depth game, a little bit more. There's more to it than Breachers, but
yeah,
they're both great games in their own right.
Hell yeah!
And Bluebell says the ship map's crazy. Like, even Bluebell's in there.
Yeah, no, we have a number of communities in there playing. We just never get a chance to get in there. I'd love to get in and play, man. I think it would be super cool. Let's go after the show. My wife's killing me. She's gonna leave tomorrow morning for a couple days. I gotta go.
Yeah, right.
My wife's downstairs watching. She's like, "Yeah, good try."
Yeah, not happening.
Bluebell says Breachers, Genotype, Dungeons of Eternity for me. 3.
Right, Genotype. I haven't finished that game.
Better game. I mean, those are 3 great games. I can't argue with them for sure. I mean, they're maybe not my 3 best, but I mean,
wasn't there Dungeons of Eternity download DLC today or something?
There may have been. They have a roadmap out there that's absolutely filled with for the next year, filled with stuff for Dungeons of Eternity. So, that's
another one I haven't been in enough. I forgot. I forget about all these damn games. It's so many games I got to play for work, and games that I want to play, but games that I also just want to enjoy and just go play, and that always seems to be the ones that get left behind. So.
Johnny Life says, "Bro, Genotype is fire, and they keep the updates coming. They do. I mean, they just recently, not too long ago, did a Quest 3 update and updated the graphics to take advantage of some of the Quest 3 headroom, and it's even better than it was before. And that's an absolutely great game. I've played almost all the way through Genotype. I'm close to the. I think I'm close to the end of that.
Dungeons of Eternity had the Christmas update today. That's what it was.
Oh, did they? I haven't been in a hot minute. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah.
I've been in Dungeons of Eternity. It happened to me was I was hooked on Dungeons of Eternity. I was in it every day or every couple of days. I was in playing it, and then I got back hooked on stupid Mother Gunship Forge again. Now
you got to stop playing that game.
I just can't. I don't know. I get hooked on games, man. I get hooked on games that I just want to keep going back into for a while until I'll play it so much I'll get sick of it, and then I won't want to go back. But for a while anyway. But It's a testament to how good that game is. I know I keep harping on this thing, and it's funny, but I just I do really like it. All right, Todd. It's 11:10.
Yeah.
We're going for a couple hours here. I think we got one more topic, right?
I think this one here.
Oh yeah, no, let's do two topics. We got two topics. We'll get through them quick, I promise. And then everybody can get off and go maybe play some VR. Todd, are you ready for January?
I'm ready. I don't know if my bank account's ready.
Your bank account is definitely not ready. But
oh my god, or my wife, I don't think she's ready for this to happen either.
There have been hints, this is nothing confirmed, but there have been hints that the up and coming Apple Vision Pro headset may drop in January.
Yeah.
Now they have always said spring of 2024, or quarter one, I think, of 2024. But there have been hints that it could possibly come as soon as January, and then they kind of backed those up and said, but by the latest March. If it drops in January, are you ready? You selling anything to
kidney, maybe my left leg? I don't know. It's between the new phone, the new addiction to arcade cabinets, and my goddamn big screen beyond that still hasn't goddamn shown up in my house.
You're never getting this thing. You're never getting that big screen beyond. That thing is a ghost.
It's starting to piss me off that I don't have it yet.
Dude, can you cancel?
I don't know if I can cancel anymore.
I would just cancel that piece of shit thing now. That thing is a ghost. It's like my Lynx. It's like my Lynx XR1. It's a ghost, dude. I've been chasing that Lynx XR1 for 3 years. I didn't even give a shit if it comes now, to be honest with you. I literally, the Lynx XR1, they're like, they tell me all the time. I kickstarted back this thing 3 years ago, man. Yeah, you know, and I get they had a tough time getting this thing out, but Jesus, man, you took my money 3 years ago. And like now they're like, we're shipping. I'm like, okay, you're shipping, but I am still not seeing this thing probably until spring of 2024.
Oh my God, really?
You know, and by the time it comes, then it's such outdated hardware now. Like everything that Lynx XR1 was like, people were like super zoomed about. It's all old now, man. I literally am never going to open it up out of my box. And by the time you get that big screen,
I'm sure the big screen is going to live right
drop.
here. If the Decker drops,
you're done. What are we talking about?
I take my index off the shelf and put my big screen there.
Listen to me, Deckard is coming. Like I gig Valve all the time because, like I said, they work on their own goddamn timeline, right? Like they don't give a shit that we all want it. They're like, we're gonna launch it when we want to launch it.
They shouldn't give a shit that we all want it.
I'm telling you, all signs are pointing towards that headset probably shipping. It could ship March. We could see it. It's possible we could see it quarter one 2024.
So then there's Apple Vision Pro.
Yep.
Big screen beyond.
Big screen's a ghost story, man. No way.
And then we've got visor.
Oh, dude, the visor. I want it.
I want the visor, man. There's nothing you could say to convince me that thing's not gonna be the coolest shit that I own.
You are so getting divorced. There's no way that you don't get divorced in this.
Why do you think I work 16-hour days?
It doesn't matter. There's no way you're buying like video arcade cabinets now. You got this big screen coming. You know you're gonna get the Vision Pro. You know you're gonna have to get the Deckard when it falls, and then the visor. You have probably 7 headsets coming this year.
Oh my God, I hope Allison's not watching.
Damn, man. I'm excited for the Apple Vision Pro. I mean, I don't think we will see it in January. I think,
Marcus Brownlee put up a video about 2 weeks ago, and he had it on his head.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to show it, but
yeah, they're training
had
people.
it on his head. Yeah.
I've talked to people. I've talked to developers who have gone to like these developer workshops, and they've been using it and at the workshops. So, I don't know if a lot of developers have a ton of them yet, or they're out there in the wild, which I don't think they are. But they're doing these open workshops where you're able to get it, use it, check it out, and try and develop for using their using their SDK. But the point being, I don't think we'll see it in January. I think they're training their people to be able to sell them now. So all the people that work at the Apple stores are getting the training of how to get people in, do the demos, size people up for the facial interface, and doing all this. So they're getting the training of what this headset can do, and so they can try and sell it. Now that's why people are kind of thinking it's coming now, but they're just getting the training now. So I think there's a good chance we'll see it in either February and March, but I don't think January. And thank God, because I just can't afford it in January. I need a new phone, Todd.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Need a
hoping
new
for
phone.
March.
Yeah.
That gives me some time to plan. Yeah, no, that'd be much better. And the Decker too, like Mepper says, he's expecting the Decker to cost like $2,000. If that happens, oh my God, we get $10,000 a year on headsets.
You know what you're not going to buy in 2024? You know what headset's not going to come in 2024?
The Pico 5.
The Pico 5 is not coming. Say goodbye to Pico.
Not coming to a store near you.
No.
The Pico 5.
But you may get a shittier Pico 4.
Yeah, or a slightly shittier Pico 5. I don't know.
I mean, this is ByteDance. This is Pico. This is how they like try and spin this, right? So look, okay, guys, sorry, we're canceling the Pico 5. All this amazingness that we told you was going to come, and the Pico 5 is not coming. But wait a minute. Here's your silver lining. We're going to make you a Pico 4 Lite, which is basically going to be a shittier version of the current Pico 4 that nobody in North America can still get.
Yeah, and what's the reason for not being able to sustain the Pico 5 development studio, which they laid off 400 people? Their excuse was what?
They didn't sell enough headsets.
It didn't sell enough headsets for a company that sells VR headsets and is not in the Western market. What the hell were they thinking? I could have told you that. Yeah,
I mean, ByteDance, everything that ByteDance brought to Pico and helped Pico, which is basically money. Okay, everything that's all ByteDance did. They gave Pico the money backing to do what they wanted to do. The problem is all the baggage that goes along with ByteDance ultimately killed Pico. Because here's why: if ByteDance didn't own Pico, it would be in North America right now, and it would be possibly challenging the Quest for a substantial portion of the standalone VR market.
I don't doubt that at all. I have a Pico 4 right there, and I love it. I bought it in Turkey because I can't get one here. And it's a great headset. Obviously not quite as good as the Quest 3, but it was better than the Quest 2.
No, it's a good headset. I have one too. It's a good headset. It really is. But again, the failure of Pico is not Pico. You got to remember, Pico was a company before ByteDance. Pico was making headsets before ByteDance bought them, and I know because I was one of them who actually, and everybody did. We all were like, "Oh my God, ByteDance is buying Pico. This is great. We have a large company with a lot of money who's going to invest in VR and is going to challenge Meta, and then the ecosystem will be balanced." And it'll just make everybody better. Meta will have to be better. Pico will have to be better. HTC will have to be better. Everybody will have to be better because there's more competition. The problem with it is that all the baggage and all the crap that comes with ByteDance kills it. And here's what happens. ByteDance's management, their top level management, okay, their C-suite management. You had people in charge that were very into VR. They were all over it. They're like, we love VR. VR is going to be the way of the future. Spatial computing. We want to be involved with this. This is a perfect platform for us as ByteDance is to get in on it. We're going to push it on TikTok. We're going to make VR a huge part of what we do. Then all those people left. Those people left. You had new people come in from China. You had new people come in, and they took those people that were not VR people, and they put them in charge of Pico. So now all the people that were in charge of Pico that were doing great things with the Pico headset now became ByteDance people that had no interest in VR, didn't know a fuck all about running anything with VR, were making decisions about virtual reality that they had no business doing. How a billion-dollar company does this, I don't understand. They put people in place that didn't know anything about virtual reality or the market or what they were doing in it. And they completely torpedoed it to the point where they've now had to lay off most of the whole entire division.
70%.
It's crazy. It's amazing. I swear, I'm telling you now, even without the backing of Pico of ByteDance's money, Pico would have been way better off if ByteDance left them alone, let them make a cool headset, come out, make some money on that headset, and then start to build that way. Instead of having all that money thrown into development, I guarantee the money did help them, do R&D and build things better and make the Pico 4 what it was. But Pico was doing okay on their own. ByteDance torpedoed Pico. Now, maybe they would still be a little bit farther behind than they are right now, but they would be in a way better financial situation, and we would still have another viable consumer-based headset. Instead of them now going, we're going to go compete with Apple, because that's their pivot now. Their pivot is, yes, we're going to give you a shittier Pico 4.
That's crazy.
For 2024. And then we're going to go and we're going to make this other version of a headset now that's not going to be a VR headset. It's going to be the mixed reality headset that you're going to go.
Social competing platform to compete with Apple.
Like, and
they're going to be a year late.
Pico, you're not going to compete with Apple. You are not Apple.
No, it's crazy.
People are going to buy Apple because it's Apple. People are not going to go spend that kind of money on a Pico headset. Come on. Who's making the decisions here? And was like, let's do that.
Ilozix in chat said something earlier. He said Amazon should buy Pico. And I almost agreed with him. And then I thought, and then he typed just before I was going to say it, Elon Musk should buy Pico. And I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think
Tesla
that would
needs
be
a
great.
VR headset. That would be freaking mind-boggling.
That would be. They would make it the sexiest looking VR headset.
Right? Imagine a Tesla truck in a space.
Tesla headset. Oh my God.
They need a Tesla headset. Oh my God. Why have I not said
Pimax
this before?
should buy Pico. Pimax and Pico should get together and make a good headset.
Yeah, right. The Pico. Yeah.
It boggles my mind how these companies fall all over each other. HTC, I love HTC. The people there are some of the best people in the world, but they completely botched this XR Elite. They took a good headset and they just pissed it away. It's actually a really decent headset and could have been good, but they have no ecosystem. They have no store. They didn't support it enough. They didn't wait and put it out with an XR2 chip in a market where they knew the Quest 3 was coming with an upgraded XR2 chip. I should say the Gen 2 XR2 chip. You know what I mean? And instead of waiting or delaying it until they could get the upgraded chip in it, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. And they didn't do well with that one on a headset that I think could have done well, but I don't know. I've had my love affair and hate affair with Pico. Like, I remember when they launched Pico 4, man, and they talked about it. Me and you both, we ripped them apart, right? Because some of the decisions they were making.
Their Pico 3 launch was terrible. The Link launch was terrible. The 4 not being here is terrible. Other than the quality of the 4 was good, I gotta say. And
that's one thing that turned us around. That's one thing that turned. I've been in the Pico bandwagon, man. I've been rooting for them for the last, couple of years.
I really do
now.
like that headset. I'm not just saying it. That's a really good headset.
It's a great headset. It's in still now. I mean, they have some. Here's the deal. Like the people are like, well, they still have games going there. Arizona Sunshine just went there, and a couple other games just went there. You know what I mean? New games. But you gotta remember, people, all those deals have been in place for probably a year or more.
Those contracts take forever.
It ain't happening anymore. So if you're thinking right now that I should go buy a Pico 4 because I think they're going to be supporting it for another year, or games are going to go out there and support it, it's over, folks. I would never tell anybody to go buy a Pico 4 not because the headset's not good, because I don't think anybody's going to support the store.
It's got bigger pancake lenses than the Quest 3. Like, it's got it's a good headset. It's great for PC VR.
What development company right now? What developer is out there right now going, you know what? I'm going to take some time and some money in development and go put it into making a Pico port of my game.
Yeah.
Who's doing that?
Yep.
So you, like I said, you're getting some of these new games right now that are falling and dropping to the Pico platform, but that's going to be it. You may get a couple more coming in the fall, in the first of the new year, but it's going to dry up quick, man. Nobody is going to promote do anything for this platform. I mean, this basically, when you come out and cancel a headset, this basically kills you. This basically kills you.
Yeah. Brandon VR says, did the Pimax thing ever come out? And I'm assuming you're talking about the Portal, because the Crystal's out. You can buy one.
Portal's out.
Portal is out.
And the Portal headset thing is out too, but it's a nightmare. It's a mess.
The VR part of the Portal is being dropped.
Yeah, I mean, they have it, but it's not being supported. Like, they still have the thing that the headset that it slides into,
Well,
but
I'm sure they're just getting rid of inventory.
it's just not being supported. Like,
It's not good.
you know, and I don't know. I like to play. I like Pimax. I like their stuff. They have good.
The crystal's
They ha-
great.
They have a good headset. The Crystal is still one of the best headsets I've ever put on. But again, same thing. No games. What are you going to play on the platform right now? Nothing. So unless you're a simmer or if you're going to play PCVR, it's the only reason you're going to the Crystal. The standalone version, which you can do standalone, what are you playing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Air
People
Force One says,
they're back and forth with Elon Musk.
you guys do realize Elon Musk is the
Yes.
world's richest man with admittedly a mental illness. He's by no means a genius. I just want his money behind it, dude, and what he can
he's
do
a
with
genius. What he's done for electric cars, regardless of what you read in the newspapers, the guy has done tons for technology. And I think a VR headset would be coming out of the Tesla studio would be fucking amazing.
it. Guess who's getting theirs next week?
I know, right? Your Tesla comes.
I get my new car next
I'm
week.
super jealous.
My Tesla.
Don't tell my wife because now I'm gonna have to go buy a Tesla.
I do. I've been without a car since before I left New York. Not without a car, but without a second car. So we had two vehicles, and I gave up the one vehicle because the lease was up on it. And I'm like, I don't want to go. I'm not going to jump into another vehicle because I got to pay money to go down south with it. I'm not going to do that. So I haven't had a second vehicle in a long time, and I went and ordered my Tesla in September, and my Model X will be here Friday next week.
Yeah, you even got the
Can't wait.
Batmobile.
I got the
Model X.
Batmobile with the gull wing. I love
Yeah.
it.
Did you get a black one?
No, I went red, man. It's
Oh, did
red with all black interior. It's super sharp, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. I can't wait.
Super cool.
And you know, I would have loved to get a Tesla earlier, but you can't do it when it's cold. Number one, New York's got no charging stations. They could give two
Same
shits
here.
about electric in New York, so there's nowhere to charge the damn thing. And
Yep.
two, it's too cold. The batteries are not able to handle the cold in the wintertime, and that kills the batteries faster. Down here in Florida, I can run this thing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles on one charge.
I'm looking at I shouldn't be talking about this. My wife's gonna kill me, but the Jeep Gladiator,
Oh yeah, that's a hybrid.
they're coming out with a hybrid version of it.
Yeah.
So it's like a Jeep and a pickup truck all in one.
I know. Yep.
Yeah.
Chris 9989 says, Eric, you charge at home. I will. I have superchargers real close to me too, though, which is great. So there's supercharge stations everywhere, and I will get like free supercharging for a period of time because of the purchase. So, and I get like there's a huge rebate right now. So I bought it just in time that the government was giving me an $8,000 rebate just to buy this damn thing. So I'm like, if I'm going to buy it, now's the time to do it. The cold drains the batteries. Bluebell says, yeah, it was one of the reasons
Canada.
like where I lived in New York, you couldn't even get a Tesla. I mean, you could get one, but you'd have to ship one in. There's no dealerships where I was in New York, and I'm they just didn't have them because you can't use them almost. They're almost unusable. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then Tesla has their new solar system too, Todd. They have new solar panels that they're pushing that look pretty damn awesome.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like for
Yeah.
at-home solar.
At home solar, yeah. I mean, Tesla's they're
Cool.
just innovative. They're on the edge of everything they do. Like if I was going to buy an electric car, there's no way I wouldn't buy anything but a Tesla, just because I don't ever want to get stuck somewhere. Mr. Lord Beavis says, I have a hybrid Kia Niro. That's cool.
Yeah, Kia's a great brand of car, by the way.
They actually are
Yeah.
for a mid-range car.
They've come so long because they used
yeah.
to be a piece of shit. I own 2 Kias now. Like they're great.
Yeah, you got like the big old Kia, man.
And we got the brand new Kia Carnival. Thing's awesome. It's got every bell and whistle, and it all comes standard. You don't have to no upgrades.
Mepper is too funny. Says, for how many times Todd and Eric's wives have had the cause to kill them, they must have more lives than a cat. You're not shitting, dude.
And wait till he gets his new cell phone and his wife gets the bill.
Chris 9989 says, Air Force One, I'm fully aware I have a Tesla. They're incredible. I promise you Elon's face isn't plastered all over it or anything. You can hate Elon, but I like Tesla. Absolutely. I'm not I for people or whatever. I mean, companies are companies. I don't
Yeah.
I have a heart. My wife was like, I hate this company. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to. And but then she's always like, well, I really want this, but it's this company and I hate them. I'm not going to go buy it. And I'm like, why would you make yourself unhappy because of a
Right.
company. Like, if you want it, go get it. Who gives a shit what the company is? All you're doing is making
Unless they're
yourself
like murdering people or something.
all you're doing is making yourself unhappy at that point. Like,
Yeah.
like for you to make a stand. I guess if you want to make a stand against the company and not support it, I guess that's fine. But to me, all you're doing is making yourself miserable at the expense of they don't give a shit. Like, you think anybody cares? Like, I don't care about. Like, I just want to be happy. Life is too short for me to like make myself miserable or not, or not have something that I really want to have because I'm worried about the leaders in that company. All these companies are out for themselves. None of them are any good. All of them are not looking out for me or you or our neighbors. They're looking out for them and they want to make money. There's no company out there that's like the end all be all company that's like, well, they're like, we're the best people in the world. It's like politicians, man. I can't get behind any politician. You want to know why? Because no politician is thinking of you or me. They're thinking about themselves.
Mhm.
Politics is the biggest scam in society. And then here's what, I don't want to get to this, but you know what politicians do? Then
We're gonna lose more subscribers.
Then they get it. This is how politicians get you. Then they're out for themselves. Whatever side you're on, they're out for themselves to do what they want to do. And then they get me and you to argue with each other because you like him or I like him. And then we call each other names and we like want to kill each other. And then we want to be uncivil to each other because we're backing some
Political
asshole
views. Yeah.
who don't give a shit about me or you.
That's a
And
very
then-
American thing, I got to tell you.
when
Coming from
people,
outside
like-
the country, we don't do that up here. That's weird.
When people scream at each
Yeah.
other like red face, like I love this person, he's my
Yeah.
and I love this party.
I
And
don't get
they,
that.
they don't give a shit about you. All you're doing is a disservice to yourself and the person that's across the table from you. It's all you're doing. The same thing when you're just like, I'm not going to support this and I'm going to like make myself miserable and like and just like hate everything because I can't go buy this pair of shoes that I want because I don't like the company that makes the shoes. Okay. You just made yourself miserable, and the company that makes those shoes, they could give a shit.
Doesn't give a shit that you don't like
Make
them.
yourself
Yeah.
happy. The world's life's too short. Go be happy.
Yeah.
Go do it
I
now.
totally
You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You want a Tesla? Go get a Tesla.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't give a shit about Elon Musk. Elon Musk has done a ton of things cool. He's batshit crazy. I don't care.
I don't get it either. He makes
what
cool cars.
Yeah, you know what I care? I care that I'm going to be able to get my car and I'm going to go, holy fuck, this is a nice car.
Yeah,
It's going to get me from point A to point B.
Batmobile.
It's
I'm
like,
jealous.
people hate Bud Light. Bud Light. What? Be stupid, Bud Light. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Like, what do I care? So I'm not going to go drink Bud Light because they did something stupid or people think they did something great. I don't care. Who
I don't care.
cares? It's all stupid. It's all huge mega companies that don't give a shit about anybody. Just go
But
enjoy
themselves
yourself and
and their
love your
stock.
neighbor. Love your neighbor.
Oh wait, Philo says we should be talking about VR. I forgot about that part.
This is VR. This is VR. This is the virtual reality that I want to live in.
This
I
is
want to
how
live
we
in.
wrap up a Pico 5 is dead conversation.
Oh man, I love it. Love it. Chris 989 says, Masher, when you get your car, find an empty
Strip and floor it.
strip and floor it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Model X power
dude.
will blow the hair off what little hair you
dude, we're
have.
getting way out. People are like leaving in droves and not listening
Yeah,
anymore.
right.
But I don't even care. I don't even care. I did the test drive on this thing, and holy moly, I get on the highway, and I'm not used to it. I've never driven a Tesla. I've been in them, a million times, but I hit the gas and it banged my head to the back of the seat, dude. It's just like instant, and it doesn't make a sound.
It's crazy,
Sick.
hey?
And it had the one I was driving had the yoke.
Yoke? Yeah.
Not the normal round steering wheel, but it has
Yeah,
like the flight steering wheel. Holy shit, that thing is cool.
Did you
That
get
thing is
that or
cool.
no?
No, I didn't get it. It's a little bit too weird for me driving it like that. But it was cool. I mean, I like to do it for the test drive, but I would never I don't think I would enjoy it, every day. But this has been an amazing show. That was a lot of stuff we covered, Todd. Like, we might have finished up on a weird note. Okay. But I mean, what we covered tonight was pretty damn amazing. I think there was a lot of cool stuff in here tonight. There was a lot of great stuff to talk about. I mean, there's a couple bad things with Pico 5 being gone, and that kind of sucks. But so many good games to play right now, Todd. So many good things coming. Christmas is here. Man, I'm just in a very happy, good place right now with where we are. If I could just get PlayStation to step up and really support that headset, I'd be really happy.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in their Christmas release, but Meta's kicking it, so I'm loving that.
Hell yeah, me too. Me too. I want to see more of it, and I think we got some cool stuff coming up, Todd. We have some videos. We have a video of that Racket Club, and if you want to see me and Todd like playing, going at it, and sweating and like laughing and like trying to beat each other in Racket Club, go check out that video. Hopefully, we'll see it this weekend. Todd, you have some cool stuff coming up. You dropped some stuff for Track Craft. It looked pretty cool that you played.
And Coaster Mania dropped earlier this week.
Coaster Mania.
And of course, my Arizona
You got an
Sunshine
Arizona
video.
Sunshine video that's amazing, man. If you want to know what Arizona Sunshine's all about, go check out your video.
Yeah, that was a pretty in-depth review for me. I kind of hit every point I could think of, but that game just impressed the shit out of me, so I think it needed it.
Brandon said, "Did I test drive the Plaid?" I did not. I don't think. No, I don't think I did. It was just a regular Model X. But it's super cool. I mean, I love this thing. It's amazing. What else we got coming up? Anything else?
This weekend I should have a. I don't know. We'll see. Next week for sure, though, there'll be a Peaky Blinders video coming out. I finally got into that and finished it.
Oh, nice.
I got a lot to say about that game.
Peaky.
And Les Mills dance videos coming.
I can't wait for you to do that.
It's going to be exciting.
It was like I guarantee I know what Todd's doing next.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be super cool. I'm glad you get to do that. I have a couple of things coming soon too. What else do I got coming? I have something. I may even think about streaming on Saturday night. I know I've been promising to get back in there and do that, but I have no family this weekend, so
perfect time. Yeah,
trying to do
I got
stuff.
a Steam Link video coming out too, so that'll be.
That's a good idea. That'll be
just
a good
little
one too.
quick hit on Steam Link on how to use it and stuff. So
yeah. All right, good deal. Come and see us next Thursday. It'll be our show before Christmas. It'll be it'll be a good show. We'll have a lot to talk about. We'll see D, I think, be back, and maybe we'll see some Christmas guests come in and say hi. Working on a couple things. We'll see. Maybe see some people come in and say hi and say Merry Christmas. But I think it'll be a fun show. We'll spend some time together before Christmas, and we'll talk about a whole bunch of VR stuff, which would be awesome. And yeah. I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And for Todd and myself, we will say we'll see you in Arizona Sunshine.
have a good night.